Oh. Ah. Well, good morning, DD. Good morning, Asa. Sharon, good morning. Good morning, Tammy. Good morning, Bish. Good morning, Martha. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning, Oscar. Good morning, Sarah and Zigzag and David and Brianna and Brusky. The Wash Doctor. I love it. Good morning, Wash Doctor. Man, good to see you. Glad y'all are with us. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good to see everybody. Good morning, Dad. Good morning, Dad. Maisie, good morning. Free Talk, good morning. Susie Rodriguez, good morning. Good morning. Stephen, good morning. Man, Nancy, good morning. Yep. Where are you, Nancy? You're bound to be on the West Coast. Is that where you are? Good morning. Good morning. Sunkissed. Good to see you, man. Oh, Faceless. Good morning. Oh, Dad Custody Secrets. I love it. Good morning. Beautiful Chaos. Good morning. Los Angeles. Yep, Nancy's from LA because she said it was 4:46 there and it's 6:46 where I am here in Texas. Good morning, she of three. Good morning. Oh my gosh, good morning, Faceless Finance Fables. Man, that's a name. Rosie, good morning, man. Oh, good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Jalissa over here on the YouTube side. Good morning to you. Glad you're with us. Good morning. Man, I'm excited to be here this morning. And y'all better be ready because I got a bunch of notes to go over this morning with you guys. Yes, bunch of notes. Man, good morning. Oh, got my coffee. Y'all got your coffee? I got my coffee. I'm ready. I am fired up and ready. Been up, man. I've been up for almost 2 hours. I got up early this morning, got ready. Good morning. Oh, good morning, REU, Residual Earners University. Dustin says good morning. Good morning, D-Man. Glad you're on here with us, man. Oh, my gosh. LePac, good morning. Yep, good morning. For those that don't know me, I'm Presley Swagerty. Presley Swagerty. And for those that keep making comments about my glasses, these are just my readers, guys. I don't wear glasses all the time, but I can't read the comments coming through if I don't put my readers on. So people say you got little bitty glasses. Well, they're my readers, and I keep them in my pockets while they're little. But anyway, good morning, man. Oh my gosh, good morning, motivated. Good morning, Michelle. Oh my gosh, yes, I'm thankful too. I am blessed too. Look at all the hearts from Sandy. Oh my gosh, thanks, Sandy. You guys, if you're just sitting around, tap on that screen. Those algorithms help those likes help our algorithms. Oh my gosh. By the way, those just wondering, I'm a businessman. Yep, businessman. Got to get this. Got into network marketing years ago. Got in just because it was my old basketball coach who I loved and adored. Stan, good morning. Loved and adored Coach Mayo, so I got involved, and my gosh, it exploded. I became the number one earner in the company for 22 years. I've been the number one earner in the company. I have made 40 some odd $million doing it. Then we got into car dealerships. I bought one, and then we scaled it up to 7, and then printed circuit board companies, logistics companies, auto transport companies, car washes, real estate, you name it. I've done it. I've written a couple of books. I know I don't look like it, but I'm actually one of the top networkers in the world. I've written a book, Millionaire by Halftime, How to Win with Network Marketing. And I wrote Be, Do, and Have More. We're actually going to go over that today. Anybody that joins our university, by the way, today, if you join today, I'll give you my book, Be, Do, and Have More. I'm working on my next book, Choose Your Hard, but Choose Wisely. Good morning, everybody. Man, it's good to see all you guys and gals this morning. I'm excited to be here with you. I've got look at all these notes. Look at all my notes. I mean, are y'all impressed? Geez, Louise. I've actually got organized. Have y'all noticed that? I do notes. I print them off. Then I put them in page protectors. And then I've got notebooks over here that I keep them in. So I've actually got organized. When I first started doing this, I just went off the top of my head, didn't have any notes at all. Then I started using my journal, and I was writing my notes down in my journal. But my journal, it got full. Then I got another journal, and it got full. And I got another journal, and it got full. And now I got so many journals, and I can't find anything. So I thought, okay, what can I do? So I started printing off notes and putting them in page protectors and keeping them in a notebook. And then I just pull out what I want to talk about and go. So anyway, there you go. You got that, man. Good morning. I see where some of you have asked about network marketing. I do not pitch anything on my lives. So if you want to hear about network marketing, direct message me, and I'm happy to talk offline about that. Fair enough. I am happy to talk offline about that, but I don't really pitch anything on here. So anyway, just direct message me and say, Presley, how do you make money in network marketing? What else before I get started? Let's see. We started a podcast channel a year and a half ago. It's called Residual Earners. Go check it out. We're on Apple, Spotify, or YouTube. Just go to YouTube and type in Residual Earners, and we're right there. We started these lives on TikTok about a year ago, and they've exploded. We've got 275,000 followers. So I'm so thankful to you guys for that. I feel like we help a few people. I do these every morning, by the way, if you're new on here. So if you want to jump in and join us, I do it every day. And then we started a university. I couldn't figure out, hey, Dustin, glad you're with us. I couldn't quite figure out how to help people more, because on here, you can't really help one-on-one. So we started a university, and it's called, guess what? Residual Earners University. And we've put courses in there on success. We got my blueprint for success in there. It's how I went from the ghettos to millionaire. It's in modules. You can work your way through it. We got courses on how to start businesses, brand businesses, scale businesses. We got all kinds of courses in there. We bring experts in each week, 2 a week, to go to the university and teach you how to make money in real estate or insurance, or how to manage your money, wealth management, or TikTok shop, or digital marketing. Or we're always bringing experts in, and then we record those. So now we've got a video library that is massive of stuff you can go back and look at and learn. And then the biggest thing to our university, though, guys, is the community. We've got between 600 and 700 people in there. We've only been doing it 4 or 5 months, and it has exploded. I'm telling you. And you get to run with winners and hang with winners and positivity. And if you're looking to change your life, if you're looking to make money, if you're looking to start a business, jump in our university with us. We'll help you. Plus, you get to know me. That may be a downside, huh? I don't know about that. But anyway, you'll get to know me. We'll do Zooms and all kinds of stuff. So anyway, go to residualearnersuniversity.com if you want to join us. And, I hope you do if you want to change your life. Again, residualearnersuniversity.com. Guys, I'm going to go over, I give speeches all over. As a matter of fact, I just got back yesterday. I went down to Austin and gave a speech on Tuesday night. But I'm telling you, one of my favorite topics is dream, grow, work. And I'm going to talk about that today. And again, if you're wondering what I'm looking at, I wrote notes down. So I have notes that I go over, because I want to add value to your life. I don't want to just get on here and ramble. I want to add value. So here we go. Y'all ready? Sandy, thank you. I'd love to get to know you. Well, hey, Sandy, I want to get to know you too. And again, if you'll jump in our university, we do Zooms and talk and look at each other and all that stuff all the time. So as a matter of fact, we had a Zoom last night that was phenomenal. We went over some AI products that are out there, how you can make videos. And my gosh, you don't need cameras or actors. You just make them with AI products. We're learning all kinds of stuff. I used to say I was a low-tech guy. I don't really feel like I'm low-tech anymore. We got a young lady in our university that is part of our team, Reagan Rue, that's an expert at all that. And man, Reagan, she's teaching me. As a matter of fact, she's coming over later today, and we're going to film a podcast, and I'm sure I'll learn a whole lot today too. You can teach an old dog new tricks, guys. I'm learning a whole lot. So I'm pumped up and fired up. So anyway, dream, grow, work. Success is not a mystery. It's a formula built on 3 powerful words: dream, grow, work. These 3 words create the engine that drives transformation. On their own, each one is powerful, but together they form an unstoppable cycle of purpose, progress, and payoff. I believe, guys, we've got to get back in the dream business again. I believe if you want more out of life, you got to grow, and then there's no substitute for work. The magic you're looking for is in the work you're avoiding. So dream, grow, work, okay? Everything great begins in the imagination. Dreams are not childish fantasies. They're blueprints for your potential. Guys, we got to be able to see it in our mind before we can do it in reality right now. We got to start dreaming again, and I think so many of us, we've let our dreams get knocked out of us. And I'm telling you, we can't do that, guys. We got to get back in the dream business again, because even the Bible says, without vision, the people perish. We got to get excited about life again. And I'm going to challenge everybody to do you a vision board. Print off a picture of the car you want to drive, the house you want to live in, the boat you want to have, the plane, the vacation, the second home, the jewelry, maybe your church, your kids, whatever you're wanting your dream life to look like. But I'm telling you, print off some pictures, make you a little collage somewhere in your house. Maybe it's the back of a closet door, but put it somewhere where you can see it. And then now we've got a vision for what we want our life to look like. I'm telling you right now, we got to get excited about life again. We got to get to dreaming again, guys. So make you a vision board. And now our mind knows what we're looking for. Our mind knows what we're trying to accomplish. I think that is huge. Dreams are what pull you forward when the present is tough. Dreams remind you that you were made for more. Dreams give meaning to the pain and direction to your effort. Come on, baby. Dreams. We got to get to dreaming again. If you're not dreaming, get to dreaming. I'm telling you right now, do you a vision board, write you some goals down, and let's get going, baby. I mean, life is too short for us to just live through it and muddle through it and live in mediocrity. You know, I tell people all the time, call me anything but average and ordinary. I do not want to be average and ordinary. I don't want to drive an average and ordinary car. I don't want to live in an average and ordinary house. I don't want to go on average and ordinary vacations. I don't want to travel average and ordinary. I just don't want to be average and ordinary. Call me anything but average and ordinary. I'd rather choke on greatness and nibble on mediocrity any day of the week. What about you guys, huh? What about you guys? Let's do this. Dreams are what pull you forward when the present is tough. Dreams remind you that you were made for more. Dreams give meaning to the pain and direction to your effort. But a dream without action is just a wish. Woo! Boy, that one kicks us in the shins, doesn't it? But a dream without action is just a wish. That's why you must follow your dreams with the next essential step, huh? You know what that next essential step is? Grow. I learned a long time ago that, if you're chasing success, you won't catch it. See, we don't chase success. We attract success by the person we become. Let me say that again. We attract success by the person we become. If you want more, you got to become more. And if we're attracting success to us, that's what allows us to accomplish our dreams and goals, guys. Come on, we can do this. I'm telling you right now, every big dream requires a bigger version of you. Oh, think of that one. Every big dream requires a bigger version of you. That means learning what you don't know, stretching past your comfort zone, confronting your fears, laziness, and limiting beliefs. Huh? I'm going to say that again. It's funny. I wrote this down and I still like it, huh? Every big dream requires a bigger version of you. That means learning what you don't know, stretching past your comfort zone, confronting your fears, laziness, and limiting beliefs. Guys, come on, baby. We can do this. I'm telling you right now. But you got to grow. Remember, you don't chase success. You attract success by the person you become. I tell you what, it's all about us growing. It's all about us growing. Growth is the bridge between vision and victory. It's where character is built, confidence is earned, and capacity is expanded. Growth isn't always visible. It's always exciting, but it is always necessary. Growth isn't always visible. It's not always exciting, but it is always necessary. I'm going to say it again. If you want more, you got to become more. And you go, Presley, how do I grow? How do I grow? I'm telling you right now how you grow. You want to know how you grow? Here's how you grow. Read you 10 pages out of a good business book or personal growth book every day. 10 pages. Could we do that? Yes or yes? Well, of course we could. 10 pages. Take 10 or 15 minutes and read us 10 pages. Can we do that? Yes, we can do that. And you go, well, 10 pages isn't going to change my life. You're right. But I said every day. And if I read 10 pages every day for a week, I've read 70 pages, chunk of a book. If I read 10 pages every day for a month, that's 300 pages. I've probably read a book and a half. If I read 10 pages every day for a year, that's 365 times 10. That's 3,650 pages. You've read 15 to 20 books. You're not the same person, boys and girls. I'm telling you right now, you're not the same person by just reading 10 pages a day. The other way we can grow, if you're wanting to grow and have more in your life, is watch one personal growth giant a day. One personal growth giant. That's it. One personal growth giant. How about watching Zig Ziglar, Stephen Covey, Les Brown, Joyce Myers, Tony Robbins, Brendan Burchard, Simon Sinek, Ed Milet, Dan Martell, Brian Tracy, Jim Rohn, Art Williams, Alex Hermosi, Mel Robbins, Myron Golden. I mean, how about watching just one personal growth giant every day? Well, in a year, you would have watched 365 personal growth giants. Your brain ain't the same after a year. And if you're reading the 10 pages and you've read 15 to 20 books in a year and you've watched 365 personal growth segments in a year, do you think a year from now you're the same person? Heck no. Do you think you got some ideas on how to change your life? Heck yeah. Do you think you've got some ideas on how to make money? Heck yeah. Do you think you've got some ideas on a business you could start? Heck yeah. I'm telling you right now. Get your butt out of bed 30 minutes early and read you 10 pages out of a good book and watch you one personal growth giant while you're sipping on your coffee. Instead of laying in that bed hugging on that pillow, guys, get your butt up and let's start changing our life. How about that? 30 minutes. Just 30 minutes. Come on, baby. We can do this. And then the last way we run with winners is, guys, if you want to run with winners, you'll be a winner. If you'll run with winners, you'll be a winner. It rubs off on us. Who we spend our time with. Let me tell you this. If you're running with winners, you'll be a winner. If you're running with losers, you'll be a loser. And when I say loser, I don't mean they're bad people. They may be great people. They're just stuck. They're not going anywhere. They're not on the road to success. They're just getting through life, baby. We can't run with those people. Now, can we love them? Sure. Can we talk to them occasionally? Sure. Can we hug their neck at family reunions? Sure. Do we spend all our time with them? Nope. Can't do that. Nope. I got to run with people that motivate, uplift, and inspire me. Guys, I'm giving you the keys to success if you'll just listen, huh? Are you listening? Hey, Kay. Come on. Oh, my gosh. Come on. So I'm reading 10 pages out of a good book every day, a business book or personal growth book. Books like Think and Grow Rich, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker. Think and Grow Rich is by Napoleon Hill. Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker, E-K-E-R. How about, we all know this one, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. How about The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, Stephen Covey? How about How to Win Friends and Influence People, Dale Carnegie? How about The Power of One More by Ed Milet? How about Atomic Habits by James Clear? How about Buy Back Your Time by Dan Martell? How about Good to Great by Jim Collins, or Built to Last by Jim Collins? How about Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell, or The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy, or The Richest Man in Babylon by George Clayson? I mean, how about reading just 10 pages out of those books every day? And can you imagine if you read 10 pages out of those books every day and in a year you've read 15 to 20 of books like I just listed? Can you imagine how much knowledge you got? What a different person you are. See, you got to understand we can do this. Yeah. Read your 10 pages, watch your personal growth giant, start running with winners. And if, I see people saying, I don't have, man, thanks for all the shares, Dustin. I have people all the time say, well, I don't have winners to run with. Yes, you do. Get on our lives. We do these every day. Residual Earners. Get on them every day. Go to our podcast channel. What's it called? Residual Earners. Get in our university if you want to change your life. Residual Earners University residualearnersuniversity.com. If you're wanting to make money, if you're wanting to start a business, if you're just wanting to run with winners, I'm telling you, residualearnersuniversity.com. It's $29, baby, but it'll be the best $29 you've ever spent. Growth isn't always visible. It's not always exciting, but it's always necessary. Man, come on. The final ingredient, y'all ready for it? Hard, focused, relentless work. The magic you're looking for is usually found in the work you're avoiding, baby. I'm telling you right now. You can't manifest your way to success. You must move your feet. Work shows the universe you're serious. Work creates results that dreaming alone never could. Work gives life to your vision and substance to your growth. Work means waking up early, staying up late, practicing, failing, fixing, and trying again. Real world success stories. How about Oprah? How about Elon? How about Serena? How about Steve Jobs? They weren't built on luck. They were built on effort, grit, and execution. Come on, baby. Understand you got to work. You got to work. You got to work. Come on. The cycle that never ends. Dream, grow, work. Then what? You dream bigger. You grow stronger. You work harder and smarter. Come on, let's figure this out, baby. We can do this. I'm telling you right now, we can do this. I'm excited about your future. Are you excited about your future? You know, if you don't have enough belief to get it done, take some of my belief because I believe in you. I'm telling you right now, you got greatness in you. Do you realize you're created in the image of the God that spoke the universe into existence? You're created in his image. You got greatness in you. You got untapped potential in you. You got everything it takes. You are enough to do whatever you want to with your life. Let me tell you that. And you go, well, Presley, you don't understand where I come from. You don't understand where I came from. I came from the ghettos. So? Well, you don't understand, Presley. I've made a lot of mistakes in my life. I have too. My closet's full of skeletons. My clothes barely fit in there. Well, I've made a lot of mistakes. Well, Presley, you don't understand. I don't have a business degree, so how am I going to start a business? Don't have to have a business degree. Well, in today's world, you and I can become an expert at anything we want to become an expert at. Think about it. If you want to get into real estate, let's say you say, I want to make money in real estate. Okay. Well, let's become an expert at it then. Start reading the books. Start listening to the podcast. Start watching the YouTube videos. Start going to networking events. Get you a mentor. Go to conferences. Go to seminars. Take an online class. I mean, guys, if we want to do something, we can do it in today's world. We can become an expert at anything we want to become an expert at. Let's go. Quit thinking you can't and start thinking you can. Let's take a mental enema and get rid of that stinking thinking, and let's start reading the books and watching the personal growth giants and running with the winners and putting the good stuff in our brain, because your thoughts are what create your actions, and your actions are what create your circumstances. Come on, baby. Good morning, X-Ray Goddess. Good morning, Warren Morris. Good morning, boys and girls. Man, good morning, a good dream. Oh, my gosh. And the cycle continues upward, forward, and further than you ever imagined if you'll start dream, grow, and work. Oh, my gosh. If you dream but don't grow, your dream outpaces your ability. Did you hear that? If you dream but don't grow, your dream outpaces your ability. If you grow but don't work, your potential dies unused. If you work without a dream, you burn out in survival mode. And that's what so many of us are in. Did you get trapped into leading a life you never intended to live like I did? I got trapped into leading a life I didn't sign up for, I got trapped into leading a life that I never intended to live. I had to change. I had to make a decision that I was going to change my life. What about you, Good morning, Mary Rose. Mary says, I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. Wealth mindset builder. Good morning, Stan the man. Oh, my gosh. Come on, Walter. Good morning. Come on, Lawrence. I hope that's right. It went by quick. Let me say that again. If you dream but don't grow, your dream outpaces your ability. If you grow but don't work, your potential dies unused. If you work without a dream, you burn out in survival mode. True success comes when all three are aligned: dream, grow, work. So dream boldly, grow daily, work relentlessly. That's the formula. That's the rhythm. That's the life. Dream, grow, work, repeat. I'm going to say that one more time. I wrote that down myself and I still like it, huh? If you dream but don't grow, your dream outpaces your ability. If you grow but don't work, your potential dies unused. If you work without a dream, you burn out in survival mode, which is where most of us are. True success comes when all three are aligned. So dream boldly, grow daily, work relentlessly. That's the formula. That's the rhythm. That's the life. Dream, grow, work, repeat. Good morning, everybody. Man, it's good to see all you boys and girls this morning. Oh my gosh. Be unstoppable. Absolutely. I love that when X-Ray Goddess says, yes, me too. Good morning, Larry. Oh my gosh. Grow means more money. I keep spending more. You know, guys, learn this fact. You got to save. I'm telling you. Here's something that we need to talk about real quick. Understand, successful people think different than unsuccessful people. Do y'all understand that? Successful people think different than unsuccessful people. Successful people are thinking about getting out of debt. Huh? Think about that one. Get your butt out of debt right now. Make that decision. I'm getting out of debt. Get out of debt. Number two, successful people are thinking about saving money. They're thinking about investing money. They're thinking about saving up and buying a piece of real estate. They're thinking about saving up and starting a business. They're thinking about getting their money, making money. Guys, the whole key to creating wealth and getting that millionaire mindset is to get your money making money, to get your money working for you. You know, it's all right to work hard for your money, but you want to get your money working hard for you, and you can't do it if you're in debt up to here. Do you understand that? You can't do it if you're in debt up to here. Get your butt out of debt. You know how I got out of debt? I used the debt snowball method. Y'all want to hear it? List all your debts from smallest to largest. I actually used this. When I started making money in network marketing, I used this to get my butt out of debt. I listed all my debts from smallest to largest. And then I started focusing on that smallest debt. Making minimum payments on everything else, I was focused on that smallest debt. And what do you mean by focus, Presley? I mean, every penny I could scrape up, I was paying towards that smallest debt. Work overtime, do side hustles, do Uber, do Lyft, do DoorDash, do network marketing, do TikTok shops, have garage sales, sell junk you don't need, whatever it is. Take every penny you can scrape up and pay towards that smallest debt. A few weeks went by, paid it off. Man, boom, I'm fired up. Got a debt out of my life. Got a bill off my plate, huh? Well, then what do you do now, Presley? You start focusing on that second smallest debt. Take everything you were paying on that first one, plus the minimum you were making on the second one, and everything now is focused towards that second smallest debt. Again, you're working overtime. You're doing side hustles. You're doing Uber, Lyft, and DoorDash. You're doing network marketing. You're doing TikTok shop. You're selling junk you don't need. Whatever it is, I'm paying everything I can come up with towards that second smallest debt while I'm making minimum payments on everything else. Boom, a few weeks go by and I get that second smallest one gone. Again, I get an adrenaline rush. I'm pumped up. Well, now what do, Presley? You start focusing on that third smallest debt. Take everything you were paying on the first one and everything you were paying on that second one. Now, all my focus is on that third smallest debt, and I'm making minimum payments on everything else. And again, I'm doing everything I can to get some money, and I'm paying it all towards that third one. And when it goes, I start focusing on the fourth, then the fifth, then the sixth, until I get my butt out of debt. I'm telling you right now, is getting out of debt fun? Well, no, it's more fun to just go buy things. But if you want to get somewhere in life, if you want to have success in life, if you want to create a residual income, if you want to get to the point where you don't have to worry about money, you got to get your butt out of debt. Because if I don't have a bunch of bills, what do I have? I got cash. Well, if I got cash, what can I do? Well, my gosh, if I got cash, I can save money, invest money, buy real estate, start a business. I can do stuff. Plus, plus it takes the pressure off of us when we don't have a bunch of debt. Huh? Come on, suck it up. And you go, well, Presley, that could take a year or two of really working hard. Okay. You're going to be a year or two older in a year or two anyway. Why not be out of debt when you get a year or two older, huh? I'm telling you, there is no feeling like being debt-free. No feeling. Now, you say, well, what about if I buy a rental property? Okay, guys, here's the debt that I will say is okay. If you go buy a piece of real estate and you fix it up and you rent it out, now you had to get a loan for it because you didn't have the money. You had to put something down, obviously, but you didn't have the total payment for it, couldn't pay cash for it. So you take that and you buy that property. Now I got a payment, but I get a renter in there. And when that renter pays me, I take that money and make the payment. Just make sure that rental income covers your payment, your taxes, and your insurance. Just make sure of that. But if somebody else is making the payment for you, I'm okay with some debt. Okay, you follow what I'm saying? I'm okay with some debt if somebody else is paying it for you. And I'm also okay with your home debt. If you were fortunate and 3 or 4 years ago, you got that 2, 3, 4%, then I wouldn't probably pay that off. I'd invest my money because you can throw money in a mutual fund and make 8+%. So if I'm only paying 2, 3, 4% for a mortgage, now the only exception to that is if you just want to have that feeling of knowing you don't owe a soul, then work on paying your mortgage off too. But I'm telling you right now, guys, get your butt out of debt. Start thinking like successful people. Get out of debt. Start saving money. Start investing money. Start buying a piece of real estate here or there. Start a business. Guys, we gotta start thinking about starting a business. I'm telling you right now, if you're not building your dream life, somebody hires you to help them build their dream life. Y'all with me? Come on, baby. Come on. Come on. Let's do this. Oh my gosh. Good morning, everybody. For all you new people, I'm Presley Swagerty. I get on these lives every day, 7 days a week. I was in Austin yesterday morning. I did it from my hotel room. Warren Morris joined me on that one. Warren did a great job. He's a superstar. And, I'm telling you, come on, guys. We gotta understand we can do big things. I'm telling you, I came up in the ghettos, taught school for 16 years, high school basketball coach, struggled financially, got involved in network marketing. Oh my gosh, it exploded, made 40 some odd $1 million. I'm still the number one earner in the company, but I've started, and I started investing in all kinds of stuff. Come on. Bought a car dealership, scaled it up to 7 of them. Come on. You can do it, guys. I came out of the ghettos and taught school. Nowhere in my resume does it say I should have made a bunch of money. I'm talking to everybody. Come on. A couple of weeks ago, I had a guy come to me and say, Presley, I already fly first class. Well, good. Let's buy you a plane. I sold my twin engine. I want to get me a bigger plane, huh? Come on. Let's do this. Start thinking bigger, baby. Let's start thinking big. Here's a question I'll ask all of us. What if you walked into work today and they just gave you your boss's job? Is that where you'd want to be financially? Are you set? Is that your dream life if you had your boss's job? What about your boss's job? Because chances are that's about as high as we're going to go. What about your boss's job? Is that where you'd want to be? For most of us, I'm guessing that answer is no. So we've got to come to reality here, boys and girls, and that is if I got my boss's job and I'm still not happy financially, or maybe even my boss's job and I'm still not happy financially, then I'm probably got my ladder leaning against the wrong building, huh? When I was teaching, I was the coach, head basketball coach, and I'm thinking, when I was teaching, I thought, would I be happy if I was the principal of this school? Because they make more money. Well, the answer was no. Wasn't even close. They made a little more than I did, but they weren't getting rich. And I even thought, well, what about the superintendent of the whole school district? Well, I got to look, and the superintendent of the whole school district, they didn't make that much money. My gosh, I make more in a month than the superintendent does in a year. I mean, that wouldn't have made me happy. So I finally came to the realization that why am I doing this if I don't even have the potential where I am to live the life I want to live? You got to start thinking a little different. Start thinking about, okay, if I stay here and do this for the next 20, 30 years, am I going to get what I want out of life? Good morning, Cosmo. I mean, come on, guys. Start thinking about it. We got to think logically. We got to use a little common sense. And so many of us are going to a job we hate. I'm telling you, the majority of people go to jobs they don't even like, guys. Let's start thinking about doing something on our own and getting some excitement going back in our life, huh? I mean, come on. Oh, my gosh. Oh, man. Good to see you guys. Good morning, Caleb. Good to see Caleb on this morning. Man, I appreciate it. It's true, Coach. Caleb says, good morning from Lawton, Oklahoma. Miss Morgan, good to see you. Again, if you're just joining us, I'm Presley Swagerty. I can get on here every day and do these lives. We got a podcast channel, too. It's called Residual Earners. Go to YouTube, type in Residual Earners, and check our podcast channel out. We do these lives every day. It's called Residual.Earners. And then we started a university. That university is, guess what it's called? Yep, ResidualEarnersUniversity.com. Guys, if you're on here and you have not joined our university, do it. If you're wanting to change your life, if you're wanting to make money, if you're wanting to start a business, if you're wanting to brand a business, if you're wanting to scale a business, if you're wanting to get accountability partners for your business, I tell you what, we got hundreds of business owners that'll help you be a success. We got everything from homemakers to CEOs of companies in our university. I'm in there all the time. Come on, baby, let's do this, huh? Join our university if you're wanting to change your life. Are you wanting to? Are you getting something out of what I'm talking about? I mean, come on. If you are, then let's go in. You know, I call it our three-legged stool. We got our lives, we got our podcast channel, and we got our university. And if you'll get on that three-legged stool, I'm telling you what, you're going to start changing your life, baby, because we are a bunch of winners. And if you want to run with winners, run with us. ResidualEarnersUniversity.com. ResidualEarnersUniversity.com. I'm telling you right now, we are a group of winners, and it's a community that you would love to be involved in. I'm telling you right now. Anyway, good morning, everybody. Good morning. You know, real quick, I see where somebody asked about my Success Starter Kit. I'm not going to go into detail, but I'll give you the nutshell version of it. Guys, everybody on here, create you a vision board. Have some dreams. I mean, what car do you really want to drive? What's your dream car? Is it a Mercedes? Is it a Lexus? Is it a BMW? Is it a Porsche? Is it a Ferrari? Is it a F-250? Is it a Hummer? Is it a Tesla? I don't know what your dream car is. Whatever it is, print off a picture of it. What's your dream home? Not the house you got to live in. I'm talking about the house that would be your vision. I want to live in this house. Go to a real estate site, find that house, print off a picture of it. See, how are we ever going to get anywhere if we don't even know where we're trying to get? Have y'all thought that through, huh? Come on, baby. We gotta understand. We got to know where we're going. So print off a picture of your dream car, your dream house, your dream boat. If you're into boats, now get this, all of our vision boards are going to look a little different because we all like different things. But if you like boats, print off a picture of your dream boat. How about a picture of your dream plane? Yeah, baby, let's start thinking bigger, huh? How about a picture of your dream second home? How about maybe it's a lake house or a cabin in the mountains? How about a picture of your vacation? For me, it would be St. Thomas, Megan's Bay, Morningstar Beach. I love those places. Come on. How about, ladies, how about a picture of that piece of jewelry you're wanting, huh? How about it? How about your picture of your church if you're wanting to give money to your church, or a picture of your kids if you want to do something for your kids? You know, I'm talking about, guys, just go to a computer that has a printer and let's just print off some pictures. Nothing fancy. Then get you some tape and somewhere in your house, make you that collage, and I call that a vision board. Now we know what we want our life to look like. We want to be able to envision ourselves driving that fine ride, walking in that beautiful home, going on that vacation, getting on that boat, flying in that plane, going to our second home, buying that piece of jewelry, doing something big for our church, doing something big for our kids. I mean, whatever it is, we want to have it on our vision board. Now I got a vision of what I want my life to look like, huh? Next, write you some goals down, because goals are stepping stones to that vision board. My first goal for all of us, if I could write your list for you, it would start off with debt free. Let's get debt free, huh? Chrissy, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Anyway, man, Chrissy's giving gifts. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the likes. If you're just sitting around, tap on that screen. Let's hit 50,000 here real quick. I mean, come on, baby. Write your goals down. Debt-free, number one. Start that business, number two. Maybe put a date on there. October 1st, I'm going to start me a business. I'm going to start building my dream life, huh? I call them your 5 to 9 business, because you keep that job, but you work your business from 5 to 9 in the morning, and from 5 to 9 at night, you're working your business, baby, huh? Come on, start that business. How about I want 5 rental properties? How about if you already got a business, I want to net 20 grand a month. I want to net 50 grand a month. I want to net 100 grand a month. Come on, baby, let's get that millionaire mindset going, huh? How about personally, how about lose 40 pounds, huh? Come on, baby, you've been talking about losing that weight for years. Let's finally do it, huh? Come on. Maybe that's on your list. Guys, I don't know. Everybody's goals are going to be a little different, but I'm telling you what, you got to have goals. Do you realize 3% of the population has written goals? 3%. Do you realize that 3% makes 10 times what everybody else does on average? 10 times. Guys, if you know where you're going, I'm telling you, you can get there. If you just get up every day and let the wind blow you around, vision board, goals. Now I got direction in my life. Let me ask you this question. Think about this. I'm going to give you 2 choices. You tell me which one you think's the good one, okay? Number one, choice one. Here's choice one. I'm going to do a vision board. I'm gonna print off pictures. I'm going to know what I want my life to look like, and I'm going to do me a little collage somewhere, and I'm going to have me a vision board. And then I'm going to write some goals down that I want to get accomplished in the next few months. So every day I'm going to get up with purpose and passion, and I'm going for the life I want. Okay? That's choice one. Choice two is, no, Presley, I'm not going to do any of that junk. I'm just going to kind of live life backwards, Presley. I'm not going for what I want. I'm just going to take whatever life gives me and hope it turns out all right in the end. Let's think this through one more time. Vision board, so I know what I want my life to look like. I write my goals down, and I get up every day with purpose and passion, and I'm going for the life I want. I'm going for the life I want for my family. I mean, I am focused. Or I get up every day and just let the wind blow me around. I don't go for what I want. I just take whatever life gives me, and I just kind of hope it all turns out all right in the end. Guys, I don't think you got to be head cashier at Waffle Hut to figure that one out, do you? Huh? Think that one through. I don't think you got to be head cashier at Waffle Hut to figure that one out. I don't think you got to be a Phi Beta Kappa to figure that one out. I don't think you got to be number one in your class to figure that one out, do you? I don't think you got to be the sharpest knife in the drawer or the brightest color in the box, do you? No, you don't. Use common sense. If I got a vision for what I want my life to look like, and if I am going for it every day, come on, baby. Come on, let's do it. We can do this. I'm telling you right now, but you got to know where you're going. And then number 3, so number 1 is vision board. Number 2, write your goals down. Now we got direction in our life. Now we start growing as a person. Number 3, read you 10 pages out of a good business book or personal growth book every day. Just 10 pages. Take 10 or 15 minutes, read you 10 pages out of a business book or personal growth book. Just take that much of your time every day and read 10 pages. And you go, but Presley, 10 pages won't change my life. You're right. But if you do it every day, that's 3,650 pages in a year. You have read 15 to 20 good books between now and next year, and you're not the same person. Number 4, watch one personal growth giant every day. Watch one personal growth giant every day. Zig Ziglar, Stephen Covey, Les Brown, Joyce Myers, Tony Robbins, Brendan Bouchard, Simon Sinek, Ed Mylett, Dan Martell, Brian Tracy, Jim Rohn, Art Williams, Alex Hermosi, Mel Robbins, Myron Golden. Watch one personal growth giant every day. One. In a year, you've watched 365 personal growth segments. You're not the same person. Not the same person. And then number 5, So number one, vision board. Number two, write your goals down. Number three, read 10 pages out of a good business book or personal growth book every day. Number four, watch one personal growth giant every day. And number five, run with winners. Run with winners. Run with winners. I'm telling you right now, if you run with winners, you're going to be a winner. Good morning, Kayla. If you run with losers, you're going to be a loser. And when I say loser, I'm telling you, come on. Come on. Come on. If you're running with winners, you're going to be a winner. If you're running with losers, you're going to be a loser. Huh? You show me who you run with, and I'm going to show you who you are or who you're going to be. And I'm telling you right now, guys, you got to run with winners. You got to run with winners. That's the game changer. All of it's important. Vision board's important. Goals are important. 10 pages out of a good book every day is important. Watching a personal growth giant's important. But I'm telling you right now, who you run with, that inner circle that you have, that inner circle that you spend your time with. Come on, listen to me now. That inner circle, that 5, 6, 7 people that you spend most of your time with have got to be people that motivate, uplift, and inspire you. If you're running with winners, it's going to rub off on you and you're going to be a winner. But the trouble is, if you're running with losers, that's going to rub off on you too and you're going to be a loser. It's just a fact. See, we take on the characteristics. It's human nature, not just you, not just me, it's all of us. We take on the characteristics of the people we spend our most time with. We take on the characteristics of the people we spend the most time with. Huh? Come on, baby. You know, that inner circle, you're going to walk like them, talk like them, act like them, look like them, think like them, smell like them, be like them. I mean, you're just going to take all that on. Good morning, Danton. Love you. You know, it's just we're going to take on the characteristics of the people that we're spending our time with. It's a fact. You know what? How did I get in network marketing? You know how I got in network marketing? Because I was running with a guy named JD Mayo that was making money in network marketing. Well, I got in because I was running with him. Well, now I've made $40-something million. It was the game changer in my life, but it was because of who I was running with. I got into real estate because of a man named Max Fincher. He was making money in real estate. I wanted to make some money in real estate, so I started investing in real estate. I've made money in real estate. I got into the printed circuit board company. Why? Because I was running with the guy in the printed circuit board business. I got into the car business. Why? Because I was running with the guy named Jim Campbell that was making money in the car business, and we ended up buying 1 and scaling it to 7. I'm telling you guys, it's all this stuff I talk about, it works together to change your life. And I want to teach you how to do that, huh? Come on, baby. We got to start doing it, though. I get all the time. I'll go through all this, and then somebody will go, what do I need to do, Presley? What do you need to do? Make a vision board. Write your goals down. Start reading 10 pages out of a good business book or personal growth book every day. Start watching one personal growth giant on YouTube every day. Start running with winners. That's what we all need to do. You know what? I got up this morning. I've been up for 2.5 hours already. Do you realize I get up in the morning, I go get my coffee, I sit down at my desk, I do 4 things. I stack 4 things together in the mornings, every morning. Read 2 chapters out of the Bible, pray, read my 10 pages out of a good business book or personal growth book, and I watch one personal growth giant. I do that day after day after day after day after day after day. And in the few years that I've been doing that, I've read I don't know how many books, and my brain is not the same. I'm not the same person because I got in the habit of doing that every day. Just get your butt out of bed 30 minutes early every day and read 10 pages out of that good book and watch your personal growth giant, and watch in a few months how your thinking is different, because you'll get rid of that stinking thinking and you'll start thinking like successful people think. And if you start running with winners, I'm telling you, you're going to get so many freaking ideas on things you can do to make money and change your life and start a business. You're going to get so many ideas, it'll blow you away. But you got to get around people that are doing something with their life. If you're wanting to be a big success, I'm telling you the how-to right now. And you say, I see where a bunch of people keep asking, Presley, I don't have winners in my life. I don't have winners in my life. Join our freaking university and you'll be around hundreds of winners. Quit thinking about it. Let's be about it, huh? You know, you can't keep doing what you're doing and think you're going to get different results. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over and over again and expecting different results. Do something different. Yeah, getting into university is a little different. All it is a success school. Why would you not try it? You're not locked in. You can stay one day or you can stay 10 years. It doesn't matter. Come on, residualearnersuniversity.com. Get with a bunch of winners and let's start learning how to change our lives and make money and start businesses and do stuff, huh? Jeez Louise. Come on, baby. I'm telling you right now. Come on, baby. Let's do something. Oh, my gosh. Residualearnersuniversity.com. Go try it out and see what you think, huh? Oh, my gosh. Here we go. Let's keep moving. Get up early. You know, that's my next topic today. Get up early. Oh, my gosh. Apple CEO Tim Cook gets up at 3:45 to work out and start emails. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson trains before the sun rises so he can own the rest of his day. Oprah Winfrey wakes up at 6 for meditation, movement, and mental clarity. Howard Schultz, Starbucks CEO, rose at 4:30 to prepare for the day. These aren't exceptions, they're examples. High achievers understand the earlier you start, the more you control. You know, my alarm was set for 5 o'clock today. You know what? I was up 30 minutes early. I got going early because I'm excited about what I'm trying to accomplish with my life. What about you? I'm telling you right now, if you're just sitting there, slamming on that snooze button and staying in that bed and sliming out and, oh my God, it's another day. I mean, if that's your attitude, baby, you ain't got a vision board and a goal sheet. I'm telling you. If you just slime out of bed after hitting that snooze 2 or 3 times, you don't have a vision board and goals written down. Because if you got a vision board and goals and you're going after the life you want, I'm telling you what, you'll get your butt out of bed. Yes, you will. You'll quit hugging on that pillow and you'll start running after those dreams, baby. You'll start wanting to accomplish things in your life. How to build a habit of waking up early. Set a bedtime alarm. Getting up early starts with going to bed earlier. Set a get ready for bed reminder each night. You know, I used to be a night owl, and then I'd sleep half the day. I don't do that anymore. I've done it for years now, and it's amazing. I get more done before 10 o'clock than most people do all day long. Move your wake-up time back 15-minute increments in each week until you hit your goal. You know what? I just tell people, get up 30 minutes early and read 10 pages out of a good business book or personal growth book and watch one personal growth channel on YouTube and just try that much. Just 30 minutes early of not hugging on that pillow. Lay out your clothes, prep your journal, place your alarm across the room, remove all friction. Anything that can slow you down in the morning, do it in the evening, get it ready. Consistency beats intensity. Get up early, even on weekends, to lock in the rhythm. You know what? It doesn't matter to me if it's Monday, Thursday, or Sunday. I get up early, baby. I'm after it. I enjoy life. I like watching that sun come up. I want to get stuff done. You know what? A lot of people, when they're depressed, they just keep laying in bed, you know. Not us, baby. See, doubt will take you out of action, but action will take you out of doubt. So if you get your butt out of bed, come on. Trust and believe it works. Caleb says, yes. X-Ray Goddess, good morning. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, thank you. Let's hit 100,000 likes. Could we do that? And by the way, we got over 200 people on here. Would y'all hit the follow button for me, please? Those follows really help our algorithm. Those likes, the shares, the follows, the gifts. And thanks for all the gifts, guys. You guys on the YouTube side, if you'll subscribe, that helps us out a lot. I appreciate you greatly. Getting up early doesn't just give you time, it gives you momentum. It proves to yourself that you're serious. It gives you headspace to lead. It creates margin to dream, grow, and execute while the world sleeps, huh? I'm telling you what, if you want to get ahead of the competition, get your butt out of bed early and get going, huh? You don't have to be extreme, just have to be intentional. So tomorrow, get up early while others sleep. You rise while others react. You create while others wait. You win. That's how greatness begins. Early mornings. Huh? Greatness begins one early morning at a time. Baby, you can do this. We can change our lives. Let's start. Let's start. Quit thinking about it and be about it, huh? I saw where somebody asked, it's residualearnersuniversity.com. Yeah, that's our university. Go join us right now, guys. $29. It'll be the best $29 you've ever spent. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Let's go. Oh, best way to retain memory. I think the best, that's a question I don't think I've ever been asked on here. You know what? Number one, I take Prevagen every day. I think that helps a little bit. And then you got to keep your brain active, baby. I mean, I'm reading books and watching personal growth giants and running businesses and trying to learn some Spanish. And I mean, I keep my brain going. I believe your brain's like your body. If you exercise it, it keeps going better. If you just start sitting around doing nothing, I think your brain turns to mush. I'm going to do everything I can to keep my brain from turning to mush, huh? Let's go. Good night. Come on, baby. Come on. Don't let your brain get lazy. I agree with that. And just started doodling. Yeah, whatever. That guy, I can't read that. Don't let your brain get lazy. I like that, Mama Julie. Mama Julie is on here. Hey, Mama Julie. I love Mama Julie. She's a sweetheart. Oh, my gosh. Come on, baby. Y'all ready? Are we going to change our life or not? Come on. Come on. Let's do this, huh? Let's make it happen, huh? Get on our lives every morning. Amy is in our university. I love it, Amy. Yes. Guys, by the way, if you join today, I'll give you my book, Be, Do, and Have More for Nothing. I'll send it to you free. Come on, baby. If you're wanting to change your life, jump in our university. Let's change some lives today, huh? ResidualEarnersUniversity.com. Ignore advice from anyone that doesn't have what you want. Not all advice is created equal, huh? How about that one? Everyone has an opinion, but not everyone has results. Man, get that one. I always talk about don't take advice from somebody that doesn't have what you want. And the example I love to use, think this through. If I want to climb Mount Everest, I'm going to go find me somebody that's climbed Mount Everest and take advice from them, right? Yeah. I'm not going to take advice from some joker that's never done it and them try to tell me how to do it. They've never done it. Well, it's the same way with success, boys and girls. Find somebody that's been successful and ask them how to be successful. Huh? Come on. Somebody that's never been successful, they don't know how to tell you how to do it. Make sure they've got the fruit on the vine, baby. Make sure they got the fruit on the tree. Make sure they've done what you're wanting to do. And now take advice from them. But if they haven't, I see so many people go to broke Uncle Harry and ask broke Uncle Harry how to be successful. Broke Uncle Harry doesn't have two nickels to rub together. He sure doesn't know how to be successful, but we'll ask broke Uncle Harry if he thinks our business idea is any good. No, baby, find somebody that's done it and ask them, huh? Come on, baby, let's do this. Everyone has an opinion, but not everyone has results. If you want to win in life, you have to learn one of the most important filters for success. Ignore advice from anyone who doesn't have what you want. The world is full of critics, doubters, and backseat drivers. People will tell you how to run your business when they've never started one. Give you money tips while they're drowning in debt. Offer relationship advice when theirs are a disaster. Laugh at your dreams because they've already given up on theirs, huh? Good morning, Crystal. Thanks for the gifts. I appreciate that. City Walking Girl. Good morning, Jay. Man, we got a bunch of good people on here. By the way, Reagan is going to join me in about 15 minutes, so y'all might want to hang around and listen to Reagan Rue, social media giant. I'm telling you. Oh, my gosh, I love it when Reagan gets on. Oh. Let me say that again. The world is full of critics, doubters, and backseat drivers. People will tell you how to run your business when they've never started one. They'll give you money tips while they're drowning in debt. Offer relationship advice when theirs are a disaster, and laugh at your dreams because they've already give up on theirs, huh? Come on, baby. We're back in the dream business again. Residual earners, are we back in the dream business again? Christy's Christmas Creations, good morning. She says good morning to everyone. Faith Fitness says so true. X-Ray Goddess says yes. Stan tells Christy's Christmas Creations good morning. Elizabeth says good morning. Oh my gosh. Good morning, everybody. Who? Are we having fun or what? I'm having a good time. Have you joined our university? Huh? If you haven't, do it right now. Stop what you're doing. Go to residualearnersuniversity.com and start running with us. We've got courses in there on success. We bring experts in every week on Zooms and teach you how to be a success. We've got a video library that's amazing. We've got, my gosh, our university, the team in there, the culture in there. We've got hundreds of winners in there that you can run with, and we use it. We use it like Facebook. You go in there and it's positivity. People are posting and there's threads going, and you go through it just like you would Facebook, only there's no negativity. It's a no negativity zone. It's a winners only zone. Come on, baby. If you want to change your life, if you want to make money, if you want to start a business, brand a business, scale a business, if you just want to network with a bunch of business winners, I'm telling you, do it. We got everything from homemakers to CEOs of companies in there. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Listening to the wrong people is one of the fastest ways to stay stuck. They don't mean to hold you back, but their advice is shaped by their limitations, huh? Think of that one. Come on. Come on. Who you listen to shapes who you become. If you listen to broke people, you stay broke. If you listen to average thinkers, you stay average. If you listen to the fearful, you stay stuck, huh? You know, I talk about it all the time, guys. If you run with winners, you're going to be a winner. Now, get this. If you're the smartest person in your room, go get in another room. If you're the most successful person in your room, go get in another room. If I'm in a room where I'm not getting motivated, uplifted, and inspired, I got to get in another room. Start running with winners, boys and girls. Come on. Upgrade what you consume, Jay says. Absolutely, Jay. Thank you, City Walking Girl. Can y'all tell Jay is from Chicago? City Walking Girl. Be around the people you want to be like. How do I find the doors of the room I want to be in? You know, I'm going to give you two things. Number one, go through your contact list on your phone. Surely, undoubtedly, there's a couple of people in there that are at least on the road to success. Start hanging with them. And then number two, join our university. It's $29, guys, but I mean, come on. Don't eat pizza once a month if money's an issue. You got to get around winners. You got to get around winners. Join our university and see what you think. I'm telling you, it's the real deal. I'm telling you, it's the real deal. Last night we did a Zoom and we talked about how to create ads for our business and how to create stuff to put on the internet and using AI. And I mean, we're talking about all kinds of stuff all the time. We talk about how to make money in real estate. We talk about how to make money in insurance. We talk about wealth management. Guys, you got to get around stuff like that if you want to change your life. You got to get around winners to be a winner. And our university is a winner. Residualearnersuniversity.com. Come give us a try. And I don't mean this ugly, but I'll say this. If you're having to make some kind of major financial decision over $29, you need to be in there and let us help you make real money. You can too. I'm telling you right now, you got greatness in you. You just got to start thinking different. We need to take a mental enema and get rid of that stinking thinking. We need to get some good stuff up there. And the best investment you can ever make is in yourself. Do you understand that? You're going to be at every meeting you ever have. You're going to be at every negotiation you ever have. You're going to be at every closing you ever have. You're going to be with you 24/7. Invest in yourself, boys and girls. Come on. Oh, my gosh. Run with winners. Run with winners. Run with winners. If you listen to broke people, you stay broke. If you listen to average thinkers, you stay average. If you listen to the fearful, you stay stuck. On the other hand, if you listen to people who are doing what you want to do, who've built what you want to build, and who live the kind of life that you want to live, their experience becomes your shortcut, huh? Do you realize if you're listening to people that have done what you want to do, you can dodge a bunch of the potholes? Uh-huh. Warren Buffett is one of the most successful investors in history. I would submit maybe the most successful investor in history. When people ask, when asked what people should do to improve their finances, he didn't point to flashy schemes or shortcuts. He said the best investment you can make is in yourself. Would you take investment advice from someone with no portfolio? Of course not. So why take life advice from someone who's still making excuses? Oh my gosh, here we go. Here we go. Y'all ready? Here's the nuts and bolts here. By the way, if you're wondering what I'm looking at, it's my notes. Ask these simple questions before accepting someone's advice. All right? Y'all ready? My coffee's getting cold. Oh my gosh. Do they have the results I want? If not, thank them and move on. Huh? They got through. Ask these simple questions before accepting someone's advice. Do they have the results I want? If not, thank them and move on. Have they been where I'm going? Lived experience is more valuable than theory by far, boys and girls. That's like my thing. If I'm going to climb Mount Everest, I'm asking somebody that's done it, not some joker that hadn't done it. Do they live with wisdom, peace, and integrity? Success is not just about money, it's about life alignment. Do they challenge me or just comfort me? Huh? Good mentors push you to grow, not just feel better. Man, my mentors push me, baby. They ask me the tough questions. Man, I tell you what, everybody you run with should be people that motivate, uplift, and inspire you, huh? Protect your mind like gold. Your mindset is your most valuable asset. Don't let just anyone influence it. Choose mentors, not just friends. Follow proven paths, not loud opinions. Be humble enough to learn, but wise enough to discern, huh? Oh, my gosh. Come on, baby. Come on. Oh, my gosh. Jonathan Wisdom just joined our university. Welcome, Jonathan. I'm pumped up, Jonathan. Man, Jonathan, be looking. You're going to get an email from me. I'll send you my book, Be, Do, and Have More for free. Welcome, Jonathan Wisdom I like that last name too, Wisdom. I hope you're wise, Jonathan. I bet you are. Well, you joined the university. That shows me something right there. Guys, if you haven't joined our university, do it now. Residual Earners University.com. Take a minute. Won't take you but just 2 or 3 minutes. Go in there and do it. By the way, we built it on the school platform, SKOOL. That's that platform that Alex Hermosio's part of. We put our university together for months before we launched it. It's not just some little course you take. It is a thought-out process for success, and we built it on the school platform. You will go to Residual Earners University.com. You'll put your name and address, or name and email in there. It'll take you to the school, SKOOL, sign up page. You fill out one little old form and you're in. That's it. And then now you're in a secure environment. You got to put in a password to even get in. You're in with a bunch of winners. You're in a positive only zone. I'm telling you, it is the way to go. If you're looking to make money or start a business or brand a business or scale a business, or you just want to network with a bunch of winners, I'm telling you guys, you need to be in there. Residual Earners University.com. Good mentors push you to grow, not just feel better. Protect your mind like gold. Your mindset is your most valuable asset. Don't let just anyone influence it. Choose mentors, not just friends. Follow proven paths, not loud opinions. Be humble enough to learn, but wise enough to discern. Everyone has a voice, but not everyone has earned your ear. Listen to that one. Guys, this is worth the price of admission right here. Listen to this. Everyone has a voice, but not everyone has earned your ear. Did you hear me? Everyone has a voice, but everyone has not earned your ear, huh? Good morning, Coach. Put me in, Coach. So the next time someone offers criticism, advice, or just being real with you, ask one question. Do they have what I want? If not, nod politely and keep building, because winners don't take instructions from spectators, huh? Did you hear that one? Listen to that one. Winners don't take instructions from spectators. They follow those who've gone before, and they blaze a path for those behind. You know, I'm going to ask you right now, guys. I'm going to ask you right now. Are you leaving an example you're proud of? Are you leaving a legacy you're proud of? Huh? Are you showing your kids and grandkids that somebody with your last name can do something big? Or are you just making a bunch of excuses? See, I learned a long time ago, you can make excuses or you can make money, but you can't make both. Yeah, City Walking Girl. Winners don't take instructions from spectators. What's the best advice if I need to make 7K in a short amount of time? Dental procedure. Heather's wanting to know. Heather, there is no quick money. I mean, there's just really not. I mean, you can go to Vegas and throw some money on Black 17 or something, but I mean, there's really no. You just got to get a side hustle going. Uber, Lyft, DoorDash. Get to doing some network marketing or TikTok shop, or you got to just get something going that's bringing in money, and obviously throw it in some account that's making a little money. It's tough to make $7,000. I mean, if you're needing to do it in like a week, I don't know how to tell you how to do that. I mean, I can help you make money, but it doesn't happen real fast. It can happen kind of fast, but not real fast. You just got to get something going that's bringing in some extra money. And you go, well, I already work. Okay, you may have to suck it up and like I said, maybe do Uber, Lyft, or DoorDash. I mean, I don't know what you can do, but you got to get money coming in if you need money. Again, maybe you do network marketing. I mean, you can make money, and I mean, I've made millions in network marketing, but you gotta jump in and run. I mean, you gotta go. Maybe you do TikTok shop. I've got my buddy Randy Hedge makes money in TikTok shop. I mean, there's all kinds of ways to make money. I just don't know how to tell you to do it in a week or two, though. Oh my gosh. Guard the door of your mind, baby. Guard the door of your mind. Challenge your limits. Oh my gosh. Come on, baby. Let's challenge our limits. Well, I think Reagan's going to join me here in just a minute, so I may wait just a second to see what Reagan's got going on. Guys, if you're wondering who you listen to, I'm Presley Swagerty. I've written a couple of books. I wrote Millionaire by Halftime: How to Win with Network Marketing. I wrote Be, Do, and Have More. Be, Do, and Have More. That's you got to be before you can do, and do before you can have. And I'm working on Choose Your Hard. Guys, life can be hard, but I tell you what, I'm going to tell you this. Here's how I came up with the title for my book. I don't even know where I got this, but getting wealthy is hard. I mean, it's hard. I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to have to burn the candle at both ends. You're going to have to read books and watch Personal Growth Giants and Run with Winners and get an idea on something you can do. And then you got to become an expert at it by reading books and listening to podcasts and watching YouTube videos and going to networking events and getting mentors and going to conferences and going to seminars and taking classes and whatever it takes to become an expert at whatever business you decide to start. Then you're going to start it. And now, man, I got to be working it along with my job because I need to keep my job because the job's paying the bills. I call it your 5 to 9 business. Do your 5 to 9 business. Work your business from 5 to 9 in the morning and 5 to 9 at night. So I'm burning the candle at both ends, and I'm tired, and it's going to be hard. But I tell you what, it's going to be worth it because either you're building your dream life or somebody's hiring you to help them build their dream life. We want to build our own dream life, so we get our business going. And now at some point in time, that business starts making money. And now all of a sudden I'm making a little more money with that than I was my job. And then I go fire my boss, but I've had to work my butt off to do it. Getting wealthy is going to be hard. But I'll say this, being broke is hard. I spent most of my life broke. 2/3 of it I spent broke. Sure did. Couldn't pay the bills. And I learned a long time ago that, man, when you laying in bed at night worrying about how you're going to make the car payment and the house payment and the utilities, and they're about to turn my cell phones off, and oh my gosh, Jordan needs a baseball bat and it's $300. Sarah Beth needs a new dress for that recital and it's $200. Oh my gosh, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Guys, I'm telling you, getting wealthy is hard, but being broke is hard as snot. Yeah, I said snot. Being broke is hard as snot. I'm telling you. So if being wealthy is hard and being broke is hard, if they're both hard, choose your hard, but choose wisely. Huh? That's everything in life, guys. Healthy. Getting healthy is hard, man. I got to eat right. Yep. You mean I got to exercise? Yep. You mean I got to lose weight? Yep. But guys, understand this is the only place we got to live. This body's the only place you got to live. You better take care of it. So let's get healthy. And you go, well, getting healthy is hard though, Presley. You're right, it is. But quit acting like being unhealthy is easy. It ain't. See, I get people all the time, they go, well, Presley, I don't take care of myself and I've done okay. I'm telling you, it's payday someday, baby. It's payday someday. And I'm telling you what, yeah, to get healthy, man, you got to exercise, you got to eat right, you got to lose that weight, but quit acting like that being unhealthy is easy, because it ain't. You're overweight, out of shape, you don't feel good, you feel sluggish, you don't like the way your clothes fit, you're worrying about high blood pressure and high cholesterol and all that junk. I'm telling you, that ain't easy either. Being healthy is hard, but being unhealthy is hard too. Choose your hard, but choose wisely. Huh? How about marriage? Man, marriage can be hard, but divorce is hard. Choose your hard, but choose wisely. Communication, relationships, personal growth, spiritual life, everything in life is hard. Choose your hard, but choose wisely, guys. I'm telling you right now, you can change your finances if you want to, but is it going to be easy? Nope. Getting out of debt, is it easy? Nope. Is it worth it? Yep, sure is. I'm telling you what. Man, getting that pressure off you and knowing you don't owe anybody. Come on, we can do that, though, guys. Getting to making money and getting your money working for you, is that easy? No, it ain't easy. Can you do it, though? Yep. Is it worth it? Yep. I spent about 2/3 of my life broke, and I've spent about the last third of my life with money. Money is much more fun. I'm telling you. Does it fix all your problems? Nope, sure doesn't. Does it fix a bunch of your problems? Yep, sure does. Sure does. Come on. How do you know where to start? D, you start by doing a vision board. You start by writing some goals down for your life. You start by reading 10 pages out of a good business book or personal growth book every day. You start by watching one personal growth channel on YouTube every day. You start by finding some winners to run with. That's where you start, because if I'll do those 5 things, I call that my success starter kit, then I promise you, your life will start changing. And if I'm reading 10 pages out of a good business book or personal growth book every day, and I'm watching me one personal growth giant every day on YouTube, and I'm running with winners, I'm going to get ideas on how to make money. I'm going to get ideas on businesses I can start. It changes our thinking, because our thoughts are what create our actions, and our actions are what create our circumstances. Huh? Come on, baby. We got to understand this. Start doing something. Start the vision board. Start the goals. Do you realize you can do a vision board in 30 minutes? I mean, let's get real here, guys. I'm not talking about something crazy. Go to a stinking computer that's got a printer and print off a picture of the car you want to drive, the house you want to live in, the boat you want to have, the plane, the second home, the vacation, the jewelry, maybe your church, your kids, whatever you want your life to look like. Print off some pictures, find the back of a closet door in your house, get you some tape, and stick those pictures up there. That is a vision board. That's the life you want to live. That's the car you want, the house you want. I mean, that's the life you want to live. That's a vision board. Takes you maybe 30 minutes. Goals. How long does it take to write 5 to 10 goals down? Get out of debt. Start a business. 5 rental properties, net 20 grand a month, 50 grand a month from the business I want to scale, lose 30 pounds. I mean, whatever your 5, 6 to 7, 8, 9, 10 goals are, don't have more than 10, because you got to focus on them. But 5 to 10 goals, how long does it take to write that down? 30 minutes maybe? So I can do a vision board and goals in 30 minutes, and now my life has direction. Huh? What about reading 10 pages out of a good business book or personal growth book every day? 10 pages. What is that? 10, 15 minutes? Come on, don't tell me you can't squeeze out 10, 15 minutes to change your life. Start reading that 10 pages every day. Well, in a month, you've read 300 pages. In a year, you've read 3,650 pages. In a year, you've read 15 to 20 good business books or personal growth books. In a year, you're not the same person. And I'll tell you what, it won't even take a year. It'll just take a few months of you doing that, and your mind will start changing. Huh? Watching one personal growth channel a day. Those segments are anywhere from 10 minutes to 30 minutes. I mean, come on. Find 10 minutes to 30 minutes to watch a personal growth channel every day. Watch how your life starts changing. In a year, you will have watched 365 personal growth segments. You're not the same person anymore. And then my last one, number 5, run with winners. You show me who you run with, and I'm going to show you who you are or who you're going to be. Huh? Mind setting. Love this, Presley. I've done this because of you. Well, guys, I guarantee that if you will do a vision board and write your goals down, read 10 pages out of a good business book or personal growth book, watch one personal growth channel every day, and start running with winners, I guarantee your life will start changing. I guarantee it. Man, Angeline, thank you. Good morning, Angeline. Break the silence. Come on, baby. Oh. Whew, for you guys just watching, I'm Presley Swagerty. Come on. Businessman, author, speaker, came out of the ghettos, huh? It doesn't matter where we come from. We can do it. I'm telling you what, everybody on here, we need to be leveling up, right? Do you realize, guys, the next chapter of your life, the pages are unwritten? Let's go, baby. Let's do them big. This is the only life you and I got. This is the only life you and I got. Let's go for it, huh? Only life you and I got right here. This is it. Why wouldn't we be going for it, huh? Why wouldn't we be shooting for the stars? Why wouldn't we be leaving a legacy we're proud of? Why wouldn't we be showing our kids and grandkids that somebody with our last name can do something big? Come on, baby, let's go. Let's do this. What are we waiting on, huh? Come on, come on, come on. Let's go. Oh, man alive. You know, and you say, well, I don't know how to do that. Yeah, you do. Get on our lives every morning. We do these every morning, 7 days a week. I start around 6:30 Central Time, and I go for 2 or 3 hours. And then I tell you what, we got a podcast channel. Go check it out, Residual Earners Podcast channel, Residual Earners. Go to YouTube, type in Residual Earners. There we are. Man, thanks for all the gifts, Laura and Karen and all you folks. Come on, baby. Come on. Lives, podcast channel, getting our university. I'm telling you what, if you really want to change your life, try our university out. Guys, y'all understand? We've got courses in there, and I'm talking about courses we put a lot of thought and effort into. It's my blueprint for success, how I came out of the ghettos and became a millionaire. It's in there in modules. You work your way through it, huh? Yeah, that's in there. We got courses on starting businesses, branding businesses, scaling businesses. Every week, we bring in 2 experts every week to talk about how to make money in different areas. We video all those Zooms and well, obviously they're video. We record all those Zooms, and now we've got a huge video library of stuff. And the biggest thing, though, is you get to network with a bunch of winners. We're nothing but winners. There's hundreds of winners. You get to network with me, and we get to have accountability partners and mastermind groups, and we talk about how to make money and what to do and how to start a business. Guys, if you want to do something different, you got to do something different. Try us out, residualearnersuniversity.com. If you're wanting to make money or start a business or just run with a bunch of winners, I'm telling you, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. And now we just had somebody join us, the lovely, the talented, the beautiful, the smart Miss Reagan Rue. Man, we're excited you're here, Reagan. They have been chomping at the bits for you to get here.
I was drinking a coffee this morning. I was going to hop on at 7:30, and I get out of my room, and maintenance is in the living room of the apartment. So I'm sorry, guys. They're fixing my AC. We're here now, and yeah, I'm going to have to talk about how they just, I don't know if maintenance is allowed to just walk into your place, but I've had quite a morning.
You mean they come in without knocking? They just walked in?
They might have knocked, but I took a shower. I was getting ready. I worked out early this morning, so once I walked out of the bathroom, there's like a vent over here, and they were just working on it. So I don't know. But you know what? All is good. The AC is gonna be working now, and maybe they knocked. I don't know, but
you know, you can get things where they can't open the door. You can lock it from the inside. You might want to get something, get Michael to put something in there where they can't just walk in, huh?
Yeah, we need to do that. What's funny is I have a dog. He's a golden doodle, so he didn't even bark. He's over here making friends with.
Oh my gosh, we've been talking about changing lives, Reagan.
I heard for the past like 5 minutes that you were on one in a good way.
I was on one. I want people to be a success, Reagan, and if they will listen to us, they can be a success.
I mean, here's the thing, guys. you.
Yeah, just I've been telling people, you're not locked in. If you don't want to stay, you don't have to stay. There's no contracts you're signing. But why wouldn't you? If you're wanting to change your life, why wouldn't you at least try? Just try it out. I keep telling people, if you're wanting to run with a bunch of winners, and I mean, our culture is so freaking amazing, it blows me away. So, guys, go to residualearnersuniversity.com right now and give us a try. If you're wanting to change your life, just give us a try. You're going to love it. I'm telling you, it's a game changer for people. Don't you agree, Reagan Rue?
I agree. And you know what? I would encourage everybody, if you're listening right now and you're able to type, what is one thing you want to change in your life? I would write it in the comments. I want to see kind of want to understand the people that are watching and what they're looking for.
Yes.
Change in your life, put it in the comments.
Amen, amen, and amen.
Corey says, love your shirt, Reagan. Thank you. A lot of people don't know it's a Pink Floyd. Well, my generation, they don't know this is Pink Floyd. I mean, even though it says Pink Floyd, anytime there's this logo with the rainbow, they don't know. I barely passed the test to know.
Well, I'm a couple of years older than you, not much, but a couple, and I do know Pink Floyd. So
There you go. Okay, we got some people: financial freedom, motivation, financial freedom, financial situation. What does your program offer? So we have three major tiers. We have not tiers, I would say three major
sections.
tiers. They're equals. Community, we have the best community online. A community of hundreds of people who are just supportive, encouraging, like-minded. These are all people that want to change their life, whether it's in their financial situation, whether it's their health. Maybe they want to go to the gym more. They have accountability group, people that are going on walks together. So the community is amazing. Then you have connections. So business connections, networking connections. You already have a business and you want to connect with other people. It's a great place to find those individuals, but also we bring on experts. We try to bring on an expert every week that is skilled in a different field. So we've had real estate people on, we've had wealth management people on, we've had life insurance people. I don't want to talk about digital marketing. Presley has gone on and talked about a few things as well. Different experts in different fields that you can get connected with, you can get coaching from. And then we have the content. We're building out course material, and every single week we have a digital edge call on Tuesdays, 7 Central Time, where we go over all things digital marketing. And then we have a Wednesday call, which is where we connect with experts. And all those calls are recorded and posted on the website. So you can go to the library and find a topic that you want to watch. And we have tons of videos in our video library. So that's a place where you can learn. You can learn the things that you want to learn that can help you potentially access that financial freedom. You have the experts you can connect with to potentially get coaching from. And then you have a community of people keeping you accountable and pushing you the entire way. Our members actually created a accountability call. There's actually two every Saturday morning, every Saturday evening, where they get to talk with you on more intimate level. Everybody gets to know each other and then keep each other accountable. There's no negativity in this group. We finally had to address a situation that was negative or inappropriate. Everybody's amazing. And I say this all the time, I feel so much more comfortable going to this group than in some of my circles. Because I just know that my crazy ideas aren't crazy in this group. I know that what I'm going through isn't embarrassing to this group. Everybody is so loving. Everybody is so supportive. And it's truly unbelievable. I think if you're learning something that's cool, is if you're building something, like we talk about about so many different tools, AI tools, digital marketing stuff, ways that you can make money online. But there is an aspect of it, if you have to take action, you need to be held accountable. Because you can say you want to do it all day long. But if you don't have an accountability group of people pushing you, then you're going to fall behind. Because a lot of us want to do those things, we just don't take action. And what I love about the group is when you start the process, creating a logo, creating a website, you're sharing it with the group, you're talking about what you're working on, and then you have people going, well, where's that logo, where's that website, what's the update on this? So it's just keeping that momentum alive all the time. So I talk about the group.
Yeah. The brass man says, I need strategy for the next phase of my business. Well, we spend a lot of time talking about that, don't we, Reagan?
We do. What's the next phase of your business? Sandra said, not only do we level our mindset, but fitness, finances, and spiritual too. That's amazing. Sandra, I know that she's been putting a lot of work in. Anytime we talk about something, she goes and applies it. She's doing amazing. And I think we're talking for fitness, finances, and spiritual life in the community. So we just love our great members, and that's really, the community is really powerful. It sounds too good to be true when I talk about it with others, but it really is really good. People are changing their lives.
Well, and if you want to know the truth, it's, people can get information on the internet, but the thing you can't get is you're going to have, number one, you're going to have me. I have been blessed to make lots of money in my life. I've been blessed to start many businesses in my life. I've scaled businesses. I've done everything under the sun, and you've got access to me. But more than me, you got access to lots of business people, and it's a networking group. It's a that's what we're really. It's you get to run with people that have been there and done that, and I talk all the time about it's who you run with. It's going to matter. I'm telling you, the reason I'm where I am in life is because I changed from a ghetto buddies group to people that were going somewhere in their life. And in our group, you're going somewhere. We got people that are going places, and it's a business networking group. We're really a business organization, but we just also help in every area of life. But you get to jump on Zooms with Reagan and I. Reagan, I'm telling you, Reagan is the most amazing when it comes to SEO and AI and just social media and that stuff. She is an expert. I mean, she spent the last 10 years helping drive customers to businesses and stuff. So it's you get us. I can't put a value on that because, if somebody wants a coaching session with me, it costs lots of money. Well, with our university, it's $29, and you can have a coaching session with me and Reagan all the time. We're doing Zooms all the time, and you can jump on and listen and learn and ask questions. And that's what it's all about. I mean, it's really about if you really want to change your life. If you want to take a business to a new level, if you're wanting to make money, if you're wanting to do stuff like that, that's what our university is about. Talk real quick, Reagan, about Digital Edge, because you do that every Tuesday night, and it is phenomenal. We have lots of people jumping on and learning, and I'm going to get a cup of coffee while you're talking about Digital Edge for a minute.
Yeah, so Digital Edge is a weekly call we do every Tuesday, 7 p.m. And I just try to talk about the different tools that I'm using in digital marketing. So my background, actually, Presley said I've been working for 10 years. It will be 10 years in a few days that I would start marketing. I still wanted to be a lawyer like most of my life throughout high school. I ended up working for an attorney, and I was too emotional for that. So it just turns out what I thought I was going to do my whole life, I wasn't really cut out for it. But I love the marketing. He made me do a lot of this marketing, and I realized that marketing was a lot less emotional. I was working for a family attorney, so that's why it was really tough on me. But really, I really love marketing. I ended up getting the opportunity to run a marketing agency called Purple Cow Branding when I was 19. And basically, this business owner was like, just run the whole thing. So I was just hiring people. I was hiring my friends. I ended up having, don't ever hire your friends because I got excited hired my friends, and then I had to fire my friends. Worked there for a couple of years. I worked like 14-hour days. At 19 years old, I didn't have a life. I just worked, and then got a job offer for a digital marketing agency that was more established, and this is where I learned a lot. Started off in business development, and then I had asked if I could be promoted to account manager because I realized that I didn't really like finding clients and then never speaking to them again. Like I was too obsessed with the relationship. I loved the people I was meeting. I cared about how their projects were going. So anyways, worked my way up to account manager. I became the key account manager for years, and then in 2021, I decided to start my own business. Something that I never thought I was capable of. I didn't even know what that entailed. I thought to own a business, you had to already do this and all these things that were just stopping me from doing it. I ended up becoming friends with a few of my clients when I worked at an agency who were all successful, and a lot of them were pushing me to start my own thing. And there was one friend in particular that said, "Why not?" So I ended up selling the car, starting my business. The two of the clients were that we discussed with quality. So that's a little bit of my background. Every day, over 10 years of being a marketing, I don't regret my choice. I really believe that everything happens for a reason. And my childhood dream of being a lawyer wasn't the plan God had for me. That's what I know. So the Digital Edge, I run an agency. I have my own business, and I'm just getting. I try to give like live updates on some of these emerging tools, and then I get insights of some of the projects I'm working on. We train a lot over AI. Anything that I know, I'm basically dumping like the information in my brain onto the calls because I really believe you have to be ahead. You have to know how to leverage certain tools. So anytime I learn about a tool or even hear about a tool, I bring it to Digital Edge. We talk about all sorts of things: branding, websites, logos, SEO, advertising. So anything that's just in my brain is dumped to the Digital Edge so that I can make sure that everybody is staying in the know with what I know. And I'm in a lot of groups with a lot of marketers where people are testing tools, people are testing things. So I kind of feel like we trade on each other different things. Yeah, basically the Digital Edge. Sometimes it's tools that really tells me about that I've been aware of. There's a lot of amazing marketers inside the community who talk about those tools. We build stuff together. We train together. I've shown my data to the community. You will be seeing what a campaign looks like. What does that data look like? We're testing a few things right now. I'm going to be testing the new Instagram update that just happened because we just Instagram posts, carousels, reels. And then once I have data, I'm going to go to the community so they can see what this exclusive access to marketing and all the things that are happening in that world. Now, when I say digital marketing, is website branding, lead gen, which is SEO, search engine optimization, paid advertising, social media. What I don't need is selling a course. I don't think somehow a selling course. I know it's very popular on TikTok as digital marketing, but we're doing a whole different marketing than that.
You know, for some reason your volume is a little muted. I don't know why. It's
Hear me better now?
Yes.
Can you still hear me?
Oh, we hear you much better now. Yeah, I don't know. It was just I mean, we could hear you, but it was a little muted. I love that. What somebody had asked a question. I was looking. Man, it went by so fast. I forgot what it was now. Anyway, guys. Again, if you're wanting to change your life, if you're wanting to get with a bunch of winners, if you're wanting to, my gosh, start a business, brand a business, scale a business, if you're just looking to make money, we've got the place to be. I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, it's who you run with. if you're running with winners, you're going to get ideas. Everything I've done in life has been because of who I've run with. That's why we started this university, was for the my gosh, the community. That's what it's all about. And it has exceeded all my expectations. I thought it would be good, obviously, or we wouldn't have started it. But why we did it was to let people get around other winners, and to be able to have accountability partners and mastermind groups, and partners, and bounce ideas off each other. And I mean, that's what it was all created for. But what I wasn't expecting is we've kind of become an extended family. I mean, we call ourselves the REU family. And I think that is huge. Angry Andy One says, do you cover media buying on Digital Edge?
That's interesting because I don't do media buying, but one of my family members does. And they were incredible at it. So that might be something that we'll build in the community. But we have not gone over that in the Digital Edge yet. But I do have somebody that's skilled in that. Very successful from media buying. So that's a good idea, is what I'm saying. Stay tuned, is what I'm saying.
Guys, here, understand this: we've only had the university for 4 or 5 months now. The plans we have for it. I mean, this is chapter one. We had a call yesterday talking about things we need to add and do. Reagan's coming over today, and we're going to talk about things we need to add and do. I'm telling you guys, you haven't seen anything yet. I want this to be the premier place to go on how to make money, how to start a business, brand a business, scale a business. I want it to be the premier networking area for business owners of wanting to network with other people. And I tell you what, we have done phenomenally well. We got between 600 and 700 people in a very short time, and it's a bunch of winners, guys. I'm telling you, the biggest thing I can tell you is that if you're wanting to run with winners and learn how to make money, it's the place to be. It's phenomenal. But anyway, Reagan is part of our team. We got a gentleman named Bears Jahanian that he does all of the stuff that glues all this together and puts it all together and does all our landing pages and all that sort of stuff. And he teaches on that as well. If you're wanting to make landing pages and stuff, we've got him there to help us. We've got a team in place that works hard to give you value. And, I tell people all the time, it's $29, but gosh, don't eat pizza one time a month, and let's join. And I'll say this, and I don't mean this to sound ugly by any stretch, but if it's a major financial decision for you to spend $29, we need to get you making some money. There's more to life than struggling over $29. We want to get you where that's not even an issue. And that's our goal. I've got one goal, and that is for you to be a success. Reagan's got a goal. She wants you to be a success. Bears has a goal. He wants you to be a success. Our team wants you to be a success. Talk about, Reagan, if you would, how people, and I've got where I do this, I don't go to Facebook anymore. I go to our university.
If I'm on social media outside of the school app, it's because I'm usually working, because I just don't feel good scrolling on. Look, I don't ever really scroll on Facebook. I post for business, and then I try to get off because I'm not interested in some of the negativity or just a lot of the messiness that can happen on social media. But also, I just find myself doom scrolling all the time. And it's not good. I know you guys maybe can say the same, but there's been times where at night I'm scrolling on TikTok, and then 2 hours just went by. What did I do with my life? So I'm trying to stay off social media and just use the school. School does have an app. Most people have the app on their phone, because that's where I'm going to feel motivated. That's where I'm going to feel inspired. We have to feed ourselves the things that are necessary to take us to the next level. You're doom scrolling on TikTok for 2 or 3 hours a day. That's 2 or 3 hours you could have learned something. You could have watched a YouTube video. You could have gone into the school and watched the digital ed replay. You have to make investments in your life. You have to make these investments. And when you really want to build something, Presley's in a different situation. But first of all, Presley shows up every day to do these lives. He's putting the investment into the university. And beyond that, we do a lot of things all day long. He because you have to prioritize what you're working on. I've had a hard time with this because I'm in some early stages of growing a business, and I've gone through, hiring developers and getting burned and then finding the right people. So it feels like, honestly, for a couple of years that I've just been in the growth mode. And I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm like, when does this get out of the growth mode and get into the automation mode where then I can build other things eventually? But I have to learn to love the process. And I have to learn how to prioritize certain things in my life and understand that this work today is going to make sense in a couple of years. Like compounding all this work, it's going to happen. Things are going to get better, but you got to put in the work.
Amen.
Once you're in this community, I'm telling you what will happen. When you see all these people, someone said my voice is glitchy. I don't know what's happening. Let's try to fix it. Once you're in this community, guys, you'll think different, you'll act different. The way you look at things will be different. When you put yourself in a different environment, everything changes. When you put on that Netflix show, then you know that all your friends inside your team are doing something else. You feel this guilt. I don't want anybody to feel guilty, but it's because you put yourself in an environment where people are accountable, people are doing things, and you're feeling like, man, I said I would do this, but I'm not doing it. Or I had this conversation with so-and-so. I really haven't done it. So I don't know why my sound is going out. I have no clue. But my point is if you
Right there. Don't move. It's good right there. Oh.
I don't know how to fix this because we're not
Now you're good. Now you're good. We can hear you. Mimi B Shop says, if I am in digital marketing trying to get brand deals and user generated content deals, does Residual Earners help with that? I am in digital marketing trying to get brand deals and user generated content deals. Does Residual Earners help with that? What would your comment be on that one?
We don't help you get brand deals. Maybe even to get some UGC. There's a bunch of TikTok creators in there that you should join. And somebody may help out in the comments. I don't do TikTok shop. I've taught it a little bit because I've done it in the past, but I don't work with any affiliates or anything. There's a program TikTok has that can connect you with UGC creators if you have a business. And there's programs where you can get connected with brands to potentially get brand deals. We don't have that hub in our university. The only thing we might have is some UGC creators that you can work with.
Yes, absolutely. By the way, guys, we're at 89,000 likes. Let's hit 100,000. Could we do that? Man, join REU. There's a wealth of information. Angeline says, Reagan, we've got so many winners and so many people that are starting businesses and scaling businesses and branding businesses, and we actually put a tab at the top of accountability partners. Talk about accountability partners in our university.
I mean, everybody's keeping each other accountable. I would say there's a solid group of about 100 people that are extremely active. Oh, by the way, to your question, Jay Gibson said brands meet creators is one of the platforms for UGC. So there you go. If you're wondering for UGC, you can visit that platform. The accountability is amazing. I mean, all you got to do is be vulnerable and post in the community. We have a community section with like threads, like a Facebook group, and you can just say, hey, I want to start doing this more. I want to start going on walks. I want to build this website. And if you ask for someone to keep you accountable, somebody's going to hop on and keep you accountable. You just got to put yourself out there. People can't help what they don't know. So if you join the university and you want accountability, but you're not being vulnerable and talking about the things that you need help with, you're probably not going to get the accountability. So I'm not saying you have to tell everyone every personal detail of your life, but whatever it is you're struggling with, you can find the accountability inside school?
SBA, I have taken one car dealership and we scaled it up to 7. I can help you with scaling your bakery a little bit. I've never been in the bakery business, but I have scaled some businesses before. So, I can certainly try to help you with that. You know, one of the things that you're going to find out in the university is that you got access to people that can help you do just about anything you want to do in business. We've got a bunch of business folks in there, including Reagan and I, that will be willing to help you do stuff like that. But anyway, there you go with that. Mimi, school is amazing. Yeah, Mimi, school is amazing. Talk about, if you would, when people sign up, they go to our page and they put in their name and email, and then it takes them to school. Kind of talk them through the process. By the way, guys, if you're wanting to join us, it's residualearnersuniversity.com. If you want to get with Reagan and I and learn business and learn success and learn making money and learn digital marketing and learn all that stuff, join us, residualearnersuniversity.com. But kind of tell them the steps you go through, Reagan.
Yeah, so you're gonna visit that website. It's in the link in the bio on Residual Earners here. And once you click the link in the bio, it'll bring you to that landing page. There's a video that Presley has on there that you can watch if you want. We just added all the benefits of the university on the page. Once you click that, it's gonna bring you to the school platform. You gotta fill out a form. It's gonna bring you to the school platform, and you're gonna be able to sign up. And then once you sign up, you're in. If you've been to school before, you'll be very familiar with how it works. If you're not familiar with how it works, once you sign in, there'll be a do this first section where there's just kind of written out what you need to do. But it won't take long to figure out how the community, how people interact in the community. It's very simple. That's why I like the school platform. It's very easy to use, very user friendly. And then there's an app. So if you download the app, you can actually access the community from your phone. So you don't have to get on a computer or your browser every time. This allows you to get notifications in real time. And then we also send out emails every week notifying you of the upcoming calls. If you sign up, you get a free audiobook of Precious. Just remember, you can get his Need You and Have More audiobook.
Yes. Guys, something that Reagan did about 3 weeks ago that just totally amazed me is we were on her digital edge call, and she used AI to literally create a website, front end and back end, and did it in about 20 minutes, which just blew me out of the water. And you're learning stuff like that. Last night we talk about what you did last night, because that was just amazing to me. You didn't have to have cameras and actors or you and filming and hours and all that. Tell them what you did, how you just created a kind of an advertisement in just a few minutes.
So yeah, we're using that VEO 3D technology that people are using to make the ASMR videos. So you guys may have seen like people cutting into the strawberry glass, the fruit glass, people eating the glass, the lava. If you've seen any of these, you know what I'm talking about. But they're these crazy ASMR videos, or even some of the very realistic AI videos you've seen. We went over that technology last night. I think there's a lot of money to be made. I think since it's so new, if you can find something that's unique or kind of ride the wave of what's already working. I had met virtually online. I was talking with someone who's making $12,000 a month just posting ASMR videos on YouTube and TikTok.
Pretty.
He's not in videos. He's not having to film anybody. He's going in and prompting this technology of what he wants, and then he's just posting it. Crazy. And then he schedules all the posts, whatever. It's automated, and he's making $11,000 to $12,000 a month.
Kind of crazy. And that's, the way you did it last night is you went into Chat GPT, did a script, and then copied that script and put it into Google Flow. And next thing you know is we're watching a video that Reagan created. And I'm telling you, it didn't take us 10 minutes. It was the wildest thing. And I mean, it looks I mean, like 95% real. I mean, if you're not really paying attention, you would think it's a real person talking.
And ASMR, guys, and I don't have a lot of knowledge of it, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I know it's used for a lot of different like neurological purposes for people that are struggling. And so I have people in my life that they fall asleep to ASMR because there's something about the sensation they feel from the sounds to help them ease their nervous system so that they can sleep. So something to look at, an opportunity for you to make money. There's a demand for it. People like it. I like ASMR. I have a friend that falls asleep to like rain ASMR. They can't sleep without some sort of noise. So just look into that. That's just one of the things that can make you some money online. I mean, there's so many different ways in content creation that you can make money right now. I was talking about it last night. A few years ago, when I wanted to create a YouTube, when I first started marketing, and it was maybe actually I was 19. I wanted to create a YouTube channel. I had to buy a camera. I had to buy certain equipment. I would have had to find an editor because I don't even know the tools to edit. I don't even know how to edit. I would have had to hire somebody. It would have been a whole thing. I would have had to create the brand myself and then maybe hire a graphic designer to do the branding and the logo. I'm talking like this was pre-Canva. I remember when Canva came out. I know that's crazy to say. That makes me feel old. But I remember when Canva first came out. I remember life before that. When you had to use Adobe products to create and have all these nice little templates that made it easy. And it was just a lot of work. It was a lot of work, so I ended up not doing it. I also remember having to write blogs the traditional way, which was you had to go on Google and you had to, whatever topic you're writing about, you had to read and find all these different articles and all these different sources, and you'd have to spend 2 to 3 hours writing a blog. That is just not how we operate today. With AI, we're spending it is unbelievable the amount of time that we save and the amount of help that we have. So right now is the perfect time to get involved with some of these things because you have some assistance, you have some help. These tools are extremely, extremely powerful. So you understand that today is the best time to get started because we have the most assistance that we've ever had in the past, I don't know. I mean, it's unbelievable. 20, 30 years of people being in marketing, digital marketing, it's just unbelievable what anybody can do. Back then, not anybody can do it. You can't just be a regular Joe Schmo and then just do some of these things. You have to go to college, you have to learn, you have to go read about it. Now, anybody can go do content creation. You can create a YouTube channel. You can do your own keyword research. Today or right now is the best time to get involved with these things.
Yes. You know, Sage of Motherhood says, where in the community are the recaps?
So if you go to the categories, which are, if you go inside the community, you'll see certain categories. I guess on mobile, if you're on mobile, you may have to swipe on the categories, but you'll see video library. You go to the video library, that's where all the recaps are.
Yep. And Sherry says this AMR you created, it wasn't a person, it was computer generated.
The ASMR, yes, it was computer generated. You know, some of the ASMR, you have a person up against the mic and they're tapping brushing the mic and stuff. You can completely generate that with AI. You can generate a person doing the same thing. You don't have to film yourself.
Yep, Liddell Buggs, who we know, who is one of our one of our real estate experts that is he's been on our Run with Winners Wednesday and taught us how to make money in real estate. He says AI condenses time and makes it easier to scale. Zandra says, I was skeptical of AI, but now I want to learn more and more and more. My gosh, guys, you got to understand, you want to run with winners, and if you want to run with winners and learn all the stuff we're talking about, get with us. I mean, give it a try. I just tell people, try us out. There's no contracts. You're not signing anything when you join our university. You're just in there, and you can leave anytime you want to. But I'll tell you what, it is worth it if you're wanting to run with winners and learn to make money and learn to scale businesses and brand businesses and wanting to, be able to have accountability partners and mastermind groups and all that. We're working on, I'll just give you a little foreshadowing. Reagan and I are working on having an elite mastermind group for high earners. And I mean, we got so many things that we're working on, guys. It is unbelievable. So come be part of us. ResidualEarnersUniversity.com. And I tell you what, it's going to be amazing. Liddell says, if you're not using AI in your business, you are 10 years behind. Boy,
Let me say, I'm going to add to that because I've had some people say it's fake, it's this, I don't want to do that. That's fine, guys. You're either going to stay ahead or you're going to stay behind. There's two options. When it comes to AI for your business, if you don't want to touch it, that's okay. You're behind. Your competitors are ahead of you. You are behind. If you want to stay behind, that's up to you. But understand, I've watched throughout the past 10 years, people be so stuck in their ways. I remember that when I was 19 and we were getting clients for a digital marketing agency. I was working with a client who just did traditional marketing. They just did traditional advertising. And I was trying to talk about SEO and some of these new things. And they were like, no, I don't want to do that stuff. This works. And they were just so hard-headed. That person was so unbelievably behind. A few years later, they came to us about some of those new services, right, that they didn't really want to do. And finally, they wanted to do that. But a few years later, you're already so behind. You're 2 years of your competitors advertising and doing SEO and taking advantage of social media. Do you know how much work that is? You're behind. So if you don't like it, I understand. I don't really love the concept of AI when it comes to how knowledgeable it is, but that's how deep learning technology is. I mean, we've had AI around for longer than you guys know. It has been creeping up in our lives way longer than just ChatGPT coming out. AI has existed. It's already in your life. You're already using it outside of these tools, and you don't know it. So the best thing to do, especially if you have a business, is just embrace it. You don't have to give it proprietary information. You don't have to sell your soul to it, okay? Just use it. Leverage it for your business. It's here, and it's the only way you stay ahead.
Amen. Zandra says Residual Earners University.com. Stan says we hit 100,000 likes, and we did. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All successful social media platforms use AI. I agree with that. AI evens the playing field between the large and small businesses. Liddell is spot on that. I mean, I love it. I love it. Man, guys, I'm telling you, you just understand this, guys. You're created in God's image. You got greatness inside you. You can do anything you set your mind to. Come on, understand you're amazing. Quit thinking you're not. You are. And understand that, we can all in today's world become an expert at anything we want to become an expert at. I talk about it all the time. Like if you want to become an expert at real estate, start reading the books. Start listening to the podcast, start watching the YouTube videos, start going to the networking events, get you a mentor, go to some conferences, go to some seminars, take you an online class. I mean, guys, we can become an expert at anything we want to become an expert at. And that's where we've got to understand that we can do this, guys. I mean, you got to start thinking outside the box. I'm obviously a different generation than Reagan. And technology was not my strong suit, but now I'm eating it up. I love it. I want to learn more. And I'm not crazy about AI either long term, but I tell you what, it's here. It's not going away. So, excuse me, we might as well benefit from it and use it to our advantage and learn it because, again, it's not leaving. It's not, we can ignore it, but it's still there. It's the elephant in the room. It ain't going anywhere, baby. So why wouldn't we use it to our advantage? Because if you've got a business, it's going to save you time. I saw where Zandra was putting in there that she wished all this stuff had been around with her parents, that they lost a business because they didn't have, the way to market and the way to do that stuff. She said they were old school, didn't even take credit cards for a while. Guys, we're past all that. I mean, it's all happening, and we can all benefit from it, and we can learn to make money from it. But we've got to get into the game. You got to make a decision that you want to get in the game, and you know. If you'll read some books and start watching Personal Growth Giants and Run with Winners, you will get ideas on businesses you can start, on how to make money, and then you can start learning about it and become, I call it in quotation marks, an expert. And then you say, well, what if my business really takes off? Well, if your business really takes off, then you can hire bookkeepers, you can hire CPAs, you can hire attorneys, you can hire folks like Reagan that are SEO experts, you can hire operations people and finance people and HR people. If your business really takes off and you start making money, you start hiring people to replace yourself, because we can do all this, guys. Understand, Colonel Sanders started Kentucky Fried Chicken when he was in his 60s, living on a Social Security check, huh? I mean, come on, let's get real. Bezos started Amazon selling books out of his basement. I mean, think about it. Domino's Pizza was started by an orphan who had to put his Volkswagen up to lease his first pizza joint. I mean, I could go on and on and on. We can do this, guys. You just got to get around a group that's going somewhere, a group that's thinking outside the box, a group that's thinking big. This is the only life you and I got. Why would we not be shooting for the stars? I keep saying this all the time, and guys, let this sink in. What kind of legacy are you leaving? Are you showing your kids and grandkids that somebody with your last name can do something big? Or are you showing your kids and grandkids that somebody with your last name makes excuses all the time? Guys, we got to quit making excuses and start making money, because you can't make both. So let's decide that we're going to change it. If you're really wanting to change, jump in our university with us and get with some winners and see what you can do with your life. Get with some people that are going somewhere. I'm telling you, it's easier to go to the top if you're running with people that are going to the top. I mean, if you're trying to do it by yourself, it's tough. If you watch mountain climbers, ordinarily they go in a group up the mountain. I mean, come on, let's do this, guys. And what Reagan and I have done is we've reached a certain level of success, but we believe you send the elevator back down and get another group of people and bring them back up where you are. That's what we want for you guys. That's what's in our university. We want you to be a success. So, my gosh, if nothing else, give us a try. Go to residualearnersuniversity.com and just give us a shot. See what you think. If you don't like it, get your butt out of there. But I'm telling you what, you're going to get with a group of people that you're going to figure out almost becomes an extended family. It's the most amazing thing I've ever seen. It's a benefit that I never thought would happen, but it is phenomenal how much support we give each other, how much help we give each other. We're on Zooms talking to each other. We're talking about problems and what we need to do to fix them. And we got Reagan, who is a genius when it comes to AI and SEO and all this stuff, and she's working with us daily. I'm telling you guys, I got a little fired up there, Reagan.
No, I love it. I want to say this. There are brainiacs, people who are A+ students in school that just cannot run a business. Sometimes the ego and the knowledge gets in the way. They don't allow for themselves to grow, or they just don't have the hard work and the determination and the grit to keep going. There are people that have never excelled in school that are millionaires. Weren't the A+ students. Actually, it usually turns out that the people that are running the multi-million-dollar businesses, they're hiring the A+ students. They're hiring the brainiacs that just focus on the one thing because they love their thing. That's why they're so smart. I think when I worked for an attorney, I don't know if he was reading a book. Maybe this is in a book. Maybe you guys will know. But there's rock stars and there's superstars. And they say your rock stars are people that, if you're in business, they're amazing at what they do, but you can't mold them into somebody else. If they're running your ads and they're an amazing ad specialist, they're going to be extremely good at running ads. And then the superstars are the people that they may not be as good as the rock star at running the ads or whatever it is, but they're extremely moldable. And the superstars are the ones that end up becoming business owners because maybe they weren't the smartest person at one thing, but they learned how to handle many things. And they end up being moldable. They don't have an ego towards what they're doing. They just really want to be successful. So understand, you don't have to be smart to be successful. I'll say that with everything inside me. I say that because I know some friends where I'm talking with them and they cannot pronounce words correctly and they can't spell. And I'm like, how did you get away with this in school? They don't have to. They're extremely successful. They don't have to spell. Spelling doesn't stop them from being successful. They're smart in other ways. They're extremely smart at the business that they built. But you don't have to be this brainiac or a Harvard law student to be successful. Sometimes those individuals, they're just really good at being a specialist or a CEO in their job. But a business owner is an entirely different thing. Building a brand is an entirely different thing. And you just have to be able to show up and be consistent and be humble, be willing to learn. When you get on these calls, when you get on Digital Edge, learn. Keep your mind open to the possibilities. Don't have an ego and say, well, I'm smart. I have a college degree. I don't need to learn this. I don't need to do AI. I'm smart. Yeah, you're smart in, biology. But that doesn't mean that you can run a business. With time and experience, you will learn what it takes to run a business. Your degree won't help you with that. Getting the experience will help you with that. Showing up every day will help you with that. So anyways, you don't have to be the smartest person. You'll become smart over time. You'll learn stuff about your business that nobody else knows. But show up every day and understand that you're not missing anything. You're not missing anything to get started. You just got to get started.
Yeah, I tell people all the time, all we bring when we start a business is the vision and the fire. We can learn everything else we need to know to get it going. And then when it really gets to going and we start making money, we can start hiring the people around us. Like you said, we can hire the smart people. I'm not the smartest guy. I'm telling you, I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer, guys, but I've been blessed to make millions of dollars. And it's because I had a burning desire in my butt to be somebody. But anyway, Tammy says, what's this all about? Give just a quick overview of Residual Earners University, Reagan.
Well, we have a university that we're part of. Presley here, he has started this school community.
We have started.
We have started this school community. Presley started off as a podcast, and he started making TikTok. So he has a lot of success. He has a lot of success in the network marketing world, and he, kept his mind open to new possibilities and started getting on TikTok. Probably sounded weird to him before he got started. He probably was like, why am I going to get on TikTok? Well, here we are a year later, and we got 275,000 followers. So we ended up creating a community. Why? Because the demand in the DMs and from some of our followers were, how do I start a business? How do I do this? How do I do this? So we built a community so that some of these questions can get answered. Not only do you get the answers, but you get a community of like-minded individuals that are going to push you and keep you accountable. And then we bring on experts every week, every Wednesday, to try to get you some insight in different industries. So we talk about business, we talk about real estate, we talk about digital marketing, we talk about all sorts of things. So you got a community of like-minded individuals. You got course material and resources, all kinds of videos you can watch. We have, I don't even know, I need to count how many videos we have, but we have a video library. Every call that we've ever done is recorded and replayed the next day. So you can go to the video library and watch it like a YouTube and learn some things. And then we have, so I said we have the community, we have the course material, and then these connections with experts. We had a wealth management expert on, and people signed up for his program, and they're getting coached by him, and they're learning how to manage their finances. So there's all sorts of things happening, but I would say it's the number one online business community. If you want to be in a business community, you want to learn about business, build a business, scale your business, this is the place to be. I think the best thing about the community is the community of people. We have some of the most amazing people in this university. And you can see them down here in the comments. We don't even have to prove it to you. They're all in here. You have Jay saying the community is the heart of RU. You have Heidi said this is fantastic information. We have so many different people that are down. If you see the comments and you're paying attention, a lot of our community members are here, and they can talk about the community all day long. Dustin Wheeler is an amazing member of our community. He's sharing a story he's got incredible stories on TikTok. You should follow him. We got Stan. Stan is a member in our community. Stan has been on every single one of my calls, and I noticed the one call he wasn't on, so I was like, where's Stan? He's an amazing member. He's always showing up. We have Jenny Ann Wilson. She's a part of our community. She is amazing. She's doing so many cool things. She is on a huge growth spurt right now, and she's actually going to be in a magazine. So love that for you, Jenny. And then we have Corey. Corey's a part of our community. She goes live sometimes on TikTok and talks with some other RU members. Go support her. I'm going to support everybody that's in our community that are in these comments. But these are all the people that are involved. And you can see here and see their comments. You can see it for yourself how much people love the community. These aren't bots. We didn't hire these people. These are real individuals that love the community. Angeline says, I love RU community. So,
amen.
Itself, the members, they can talk about it all day long. Probably talk about it better than we can. But if you want a little taste of what the community is like, you can see any of the comments from these members and understand how much it means to all of us.
Amen. Well, Reagan, you have been on for an hour, and you've got to get in gear and get over here. Reagan and I have a bunch of filming to do and work to do and planning to do, and we got all kinds of stuff we're going to do, and a lot of it has to do with our future plans for Residual Earners University. So, Reagan, give people a closing thought, and then you get out of here and get over here.
My closing thought, and I always say this, but if not now, then when? What is stopping you from joining something like this? There's a lot of hard work between us and the community and the other experts. We're putting a lot into it. And I just know that if you join the community, your life is going to change. Whether that's a connection that you make, a new connection, a new friendship, the accountability that you've never had before, a recipe to success in a certain area that you may feel that you need to fix in your life. Is it your physical? Is it your spiritual? Is it financial? What is it that's stopping you from becoming your best self? Because it's not just financial hardship that stops you from becoming your best self. It's relationship hardship. It's spiritual hardship. It's the physical and your health hardship. What are the things that you're struggling with? I will tell you guys, accountability is everything. Having people to support you is everything. I wasn't going to the gym for months. My friends all got together, we made a plan, and now every single morning I'm either going on a walk or doing Pilates with my friends. We have a group, an accountability group, that the first person to not go to the gym for 3 days in a row has to buy everybody dinner wherever they choose. So I'm sitting here going, if I mess up, I'm out hundreds of dollars because I know how these girls order dinner. So I'm not going to be the one to mess up. Whatever you guys do. But this is how the community is. So we got this amazing community of people that are like-minded, that want to see you grow. You have the resources to learn, and you have these trainings every single week, twice a week. It's unbelievable. For $29, what you get is unbelievable. So if not now, then when? If you don't want to come back a year later and say, I wish I did. You don't want to keep making the excuse of, oh, well, $29. You need to change the way you think. $29 could get me, a couple of Starbucks coffees. Stop the Starbucks coffees and spend the $29 on something that will help you generate way more money, so that you don't have to sacrifice your Starbucks coffees for an investment in your life. I told this to a friend one time, they spend all their money on luxury purses. Like, wouldn't you want to invest that money into something that makes you more money, so that when you buy a luxury purse, you're not out of money waiting for the next paycheck? Like, change the way that you invest money and the way you think.
Yes.
So,
well,
now then, come join us.
Amen.
With open arms, you'll have hundreds of people ready to network with you, and it's a good time.
Well, amen, Reagan. Well, thanks so much, guys. We love Reagan. Be safe. We'll see you in just a little bit over here, Reagan.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, everybody. Thanks, Presley. I'll see you guys soon.
All right. Goodbye. Sherry says, is there AI training? Sherry, yes. Reagan, who you just saw right there, is an AI expert, an SEO expert, and my gosh, there is so much training in there. She has what's called Digital Edge every Tuesday night, where she talks about AI and my gosh, SEO. And my gosh, she a couple of weeks ago built a website while we watched her in about 20 minutes using AI, front end and back end. So yes, we all that stuff's there. If anything that has to do with you being a successful business owner, we cover it. And AI and SEO and social media and digital marketing and all that stuff, we've got it. So yes. And guys, understand, try us. I'll keep saying the same thing. If nothing else, give it a shot. Residualearnersuniversity.com. Give it a shot. And if you don't like it, you don't have to stick around. But I tell you what, you're going to love it. You're going to love it. If you're wanting to make money, if you're wanting to start a business or scale a business or brand a business, if you're wanting to just take it to a new level, I'm telling you, we're there for you. Residualearnersuniversity.com. And we hope you decide to join us. Well, I'm going to go for just a little bit longer, and then I'm going to, like I said, Reagan is on her way over here. We're filming a podcast. We're doing all kinds of stuff. Guys, I hope you decide to get involved in our community. I'm telling you, if you're wanting to take your life to the next level, let's do it. And I'm talking about all areas: finance, health, relationships, personal growth, spiritual life. We work on all of that stuff, guys. Now, obviously, we're focused on finances, but we cover everything else. And I'm a big health nut. I believe that this is the only place we got to live is in this body. We better take care of it. So we talk about health a lot. I mean, all of that stuff, guys. Let's do this. Residualearnersuniversity.com. All right, here we go. Let's do this. Challenge your limits. Let's talk about that for a few minutes. The comfort zone is a beautiful place, but nothing ever grows there. Success demands that you constantly challenge your limits, not because you're not good enough, but because your potential lies just beyond what you think's possible. Guys, we got to all start thinking bigger. I'm telling you right now, guys, get this, think this through. Number one, most people don't like their job. Let's get real here. Most people, the majority of people, do not like their job. Okay, then let's start figuring out a way to get out of it. Let's start our own business, because either you're building your dream life or somebody hires you to help them build theirs. So let's figure that part out. So, okay, if you don't like your job, number one, we got to get out of that. Number one, just because of that. Number two, is your ladder leaning up against the right building? That's a question you need to ask yourself. If today you walked into your job and they said, okay, you get your boss's job, you got it. Is that where you want to be financially? Is that your financial dream? I'm telling you, is that your financial dream, to have your boss's job? If it's not, okay, what are we working towards then? Well, what if you got your boss's job? Is that where you want to be financially? And I'm talking about long term. Is that where you want to be financially? Because the odds of you getting any higher than that are pretty slim. So I'm telling you right now, we've got to understand that if we want big financial gains, if we want to really change our life, if we really start wanting to live the life of our dreams, you got to make sure your ladder's leaning against the right building. And I'm telling you, most of the time in a job, that's not going to get you there. Not going to get you there. I'm telling you. Now, long term, can you retire a millionaire? Absolutely. Do you realize if you just put $250 a month into a mutual fund and you're 30 years old and you do it month after month after month after month, and you leave those returns in there and the returns start compounding and you just keep putting $250 every month, if you're 30 years old, when you retire, you'll have about $2 million in there and you can retire a millionaire. But if you're wanting to get that $1 million before you're that age, if you want to do it here relatively soon, then you got to understand, we got to get a business going, guys. We got to get something going where we're the ones that have the chance to make the big money. Now, again, if you get your boss's job, are you happy financially? Well, chances are no. I mean, you're making a little more money, but is that really where you want to be? So what that tells me then is my ladder's leaning against the wrong building. If I got my boss's job and that's not really where I want to be financially when it's all said and done, then I need to figure out something I can do to really make some bigger money. Guys, you can change your finances. I'm telling you right now, you're created in God's image. You got greatness inside you. You got untapped potential inside you. You can do anything you set your mind to. You just got to start thinking bigger. We got to start thinking about what we want to accomplish in our life. Come on, let's do this, boys and girls. Let's understand that this is the only life we've got. This is it. We don't get a do-over. This is not a dress rehearsal. Why would we not be shooting for the stars? I'm telling you that right now. Success demands that you constantly challenge your limits, not because you're not good enough, but because your potential lies beyond what you think's possible. We got to start thinking outside the box. Growth always lives on the edge of discomfort. You got to get comfortable being uncomfortable. Guys, staying in your comfort zone is going to do nothing but give you regret as you get older. Why? You must challenge your limits. Your limits are not fixed. They can change, baby. They are assumptions you've accepted, often shaped by fear, failure, or fatigue. Come on, baby. You got to start going for it. Quit thinking you got limits. No, I'm telling you right now, you can do anything you set your mind to. You're not too old. You've just stopped stretching. You're not too busy. You just haven't prioritized. You're not unqualified. You've just never dared to try. Come on, let's get real here, baby. Come on, let's go for it, huh? Let's go for it. Guys, come on. Let's make something happen in our life. Guys, let's get real here. If you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to keep getting what you're getting. And if that ain't making you happy, if that's not where you want to be financially, then let's make a stinking change, huh? See, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over and over again and expecting something different, huh? Come on, baby, let's do this, huh? Jeez Louise. Understand you've got it in you to be something special. And if you don't have enough belief, take some of mine because I believe in you. I know I came from the ghettos, literally the ghettos, taught school for 16 years, facing bankruptcy and foreclosure, and I finally made a decision to change my life. It's going to take you making a decision. You got to decide you want more. Come on, baby, let's do this, huh? Every time you challenge your limits, you expand your capacity mentally, physically, emotionally, financially. Let me say that again. Every time you challenge your limits, you expand your capacity mentally, physically, emotionally, financially. Champions aren't superhuman. They're just people who regularly choose growth over comfort. Huh? I'm saying it again. If you want to get if you want to get with a bunch of winners, if you want to get with some people that are going somewhere, if you want to get in a community that's making things happen, join us, guys. Join our Residual Earners. We do these lives every day. Jump on here. We got a podcast channel called Residual Earners. Check it out. We've got a university called Residual Earners University. Get in our university if you're wanting to change your life, if you're wanting to make money and start a business, or maybe you want to scale the business you've already got. Come on, start running with some winners, baby. I'm telling you right now, it's all about who you run with. You show me who you run with, and I'm going to show you who you are or who you're going to be. Go to residualearnersuniversity.com and get with a community of winners that are going somewhere. If you're wanting to change your life, come on, baby. Let's do this. Let's do this. Champions aren't superhuman. They're just people who regularly choose growth over comfort. What challenging your life looks like? Listen up. Saying yes to hard things. Apply for the role. Speak on the stage. Start the business, do the workout, chase the goal, even when you feel underqualified, huh? Training beyond tired, push through the reps, do more sets, study when your brain says stop, send the emails when motivation fades, momentum comes through motion. Guys, doubt will take you out of action, but action will take you out of doubt. Let's go. Let's do something. Y'all with me? Facing fear head on. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's the willingness to act anyway. Growth always requires risk. I always say, feel the fear and do it anyway. Feel the fear and do it anyway. Feel the fear and do it anyway. Guys, you know what? Listen up. I like to give this example because to me, this is so freaking powerful. Listen up for just about 1 minute. I was the head basketball coach at Lakeview High School in Garland, Texas. We won. We won District 7 out of 9 years during one stretch. I mean, we won. I felt like the man. I was in my comfort zone. but I didn't make any money. On the high school level, being a public educator, you don't make much money. I was struggling financially. And you know what? My old high school coach come to me and he said, Presley, I know you could use some extra money. I found a way we can do it. Coach was doing network marketing. Never thought I'd get involved, but I decided, my gosh, give it a shot. I'll give it a shot. Coach is making some money, so I'll give it a shot. So I got in. He comes over the next day and he's going to train me on what to do. And he said, make a list of everybody you've ever known. Start making calls. Start setting appointments. Show people what we got our hands on. I said, Coach, I've never worked the phones before. I mean, that's kind of scary, Coach. What if people say no? I don't like rejection. That's kind of scary, Coach. And he looked at me and he said, Presley, make a list, set appointments, show the plan. That's what we do. The next day, guys, I decided, okay, here I go. Guys, fear was telling me, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. You know what? I picked up the phone. My stomach's in knots. I'm nauseated. I'm hating every second of it. But I made a few calls. And then the next day, my stomach's in knots. I'm nauseated. I'm hating every second of it, but I made a few calls. Next day, my stomach's in knots. I'm nauseated. Fear's telling me, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, but I made a few calls. Now, here's the moral to the story here, guys. Fear was telling me, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Fear will give you bad advice because get this, if I had not made those calls, if I had have not felt the fear and done it anyway, my business would have never exploded, my network marketing business. I would have never become the #1 earner in the company. I would have missed out on $40-some-odd million. I would have missed out on a fortune if I would have listened to fear. You got to feel the fear and do it anyway. Now, here's the scary part and where it applies to you. If I had not made those calls, I would have never known I was missing out on a fortune. I would have never known it. Now, my question to you, what are you not doing because you're scared that might be your defining moment? Is it starting that business? Is it setting those appointments? Is it asking for that sale? Is it making those calls? I don't know what it is, guys, but I'm telling you right now, fear is going to give you bad advice. FEAR, false evidence appearing real. FEAR, false evidence appearing real. Come on, baby. Fear is going to give you bad advice. Feel the fear, do it anyway. Again, what are you missing out on? Because again, if I hadn't made those calls, if I didn't make those calls, I would have never known that I was missing out on the most important financial thing in my whole life. Come on, baby, let's go for it, huh? You with me? Facing fear head on and courage in the absence of fear. It's the willingness to act anyway. Growth always requires risk, and either you take risk or you're going to have regret. Risk weighs ounces. Regret weighs tons. Come on, baby. I see where somebody asked, it's residualearnersuniversity.com. Somebody was asking how to get in the university. Residualearnersuniversity.com. Oh my gosh. Sally Dyer just joined us. Welcome, Sally. Woo! She just joined our university. By the way, Sally, anybody that joins today gets my book. So look for an email. You'll get my book, Be, Do, and Have More. Welcome to Sally Dyer, who's joining our university. I love it. I love it. If you haven't joined us, guys, if you're wanting to change your life, get with a group of winners. Get in our community because we're nothing but winners. Residualearnersuniversity.com. Be the best $29 you've ever spent. I'm telling you, to run with a bunch of winners, to run with business owners, to network with business owners, to have access to experts. Guys, I'm telling you what, it's the best bargain in town if you're wanting to change your life. Residualearnersuniversity.com. Don't just ask for praise, ask for what you can do better. Iron sharpens iron, and growth requires friction. Man, if your goals don't intimidate you a little, they're too small. Oh my gosh, listen to that. If goals don't intimidate you a little bit, they're too small. Raise the bar until it forces you to level up. You know, I talk all the time about you want big goals that excite you, big goals that are life-changing, big goals that get you out of bed in the morning. I mean, come on, baby. We got to set the bar high. Real world example. David Goggins. David Goggins is a former Navy SEAL, ultra-endurance athlete, and author who defied every physical and mental limit. He once weighed, get this, he once weighed nearly 300 pounds and was working as a pest control technician. Today, he's run 100-mile races, set world records, and inspired millions, not because of talent, but because of relentless self-challenge. Let's go for it, baby, huh? Y'all with me? Goggins lives by a simple code. When your mind says you're done, you're only at 40%. Woo! The reward of challenging your limits, you develop unshakable confidence, not from hype, but from experience. You learn what you're capable of, not in theory, but in reality. You become a leader because people follow those who grow. You inspire others because your courage gives them permission to try. Come on, baby. How to start challenging your limits today. Set a physical goal that pushes you, distance, reps, or speed. Commit to a 30-day discipline challenge. No sugar, waking up early, daily riding. Come on, baby. Huh? Y'all with me? Stretch your mind with books, mentors, or mastermind groups. Take on a project that scares you and don't back down. Say yes to what stretches you and no to what shrinks you. Huh? Come on, baby. We got this in us. Why don't we get it out? You got greatness inside you. Don't go to your grave with your greatness still in there. Discomfort is the price of greatness. Did y'all hear me? Discomfort is the price of greatness. Your best life is not hidden behind ease. It's hidden behind effort. Every time you feel resistance, you're near something worth doing. Go step forward, go farther, stay longer, show up again. So step forward, go farther, stay longer, show up again, because the only real limits are the ones you refuse to challenge. Challenge your limits and you'll discover a life without them. I mean, guys, I'm telling you right now, we got a chance to do something amazing if we'll just do it. Huh? We've got a chance to do something amazing if we'll just do it. Huh? Come on. Come on. You know, guys, if you're wondering who I am, I'm Presley Swagerty. I grew up in the ghettos, but I've become a multimillionaire. I have, I've become an expert in network marketing. I've actually written books on network marketing, Millionaire by Halftime, How to Win with Network Marketing. I know I don't look it, but I'm one of the top network marketers in the world. I can help you with that. I've started many businesses. I can help you with that. I've scaled businesses. We started with one car dealership and scaled it to 7. I can help you with that. Guys, we're there to help you. I mean, I do these lives because I believe I should be giving back. I've already made millions of dollars. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I don't want to make more. I always take money, but that's not my major focus in life anymore. I want to see if I can help a few other people get there. Come on, baby, we can do this. You got greatness inside you. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. We do these lives every day, guys. Jump on here, residual.earners. And by the way, I only have one account, residual.earners. I don't go by Presley Swagerty, and it's residual.earners. Guys, understand there's fake accounts out there. There's thieves. There's scumbags. They steal our logo. They steal our videos. They get a title close to ours, and they run around saying they're Presley and send me money for crypto and all this crap. It ain't me, baby. It's a scumbag thief is who it is. So understand, residual.earners, and we've got 275,000 followers. Residual.earners, and we've got 275,000 followers. That's the only account I have. So if it ain't that account, it ain't me. Fair enough? But anyway, we do these lives every day. I want you to jump on. Join me. I start around 6:30 a.m. Central Time, and we go for 2 or 3 hours. Today, we've almost gone 3 hours. We've got our podcast channel, Residual Earners. It's our podcast channel. So go to YouTube, type in Residual Earners. We're right there. And then we started our university. Guys, if you're wanting to run with a bunch of winners and learn how to be a success, get in our university. It's a success school. It's built on the school, SKOOL program. It's the one that Alex Hermosi, that platform, it's the one he owns. I tell you what, it's amazing, guys. We've got courses in there on success. We bring experts in teaching about success. We've got a video library about success. We've got winners in there, business owners in there that you can network with and learn from. It's an amazing area. I'm telling you, join us, residualearnersuniversity.com. If you're wanting to change your life, if you're wanting to make money or start a business or expand your business, jump in there with us, residualearnersuniversity.com. And anybody that joins today, I'll give you my book, Be, Do, and Have More, for free. And by the way, I see where a bunch of you guys are asking about network marketing. I don't pitch anything on my lives. If you want to direct message me, do that and just say, Presley, how do you make money with network marketing? And I'm happy to share it offline. Fair enough. Well, guys, I've got all kinds of stuff to get done today. Reagan's coming over. We're going to film some more podcasts. We're going to strategize on what we do to make our university better. And man, my day is busy, busy, busy. I'm glad I could share the first 3 hours with you guys. You know, again, if you want to know about network marketing, direct message me and just say, Presley, how do you make money with network marketing? And I'll answer you offline. And if you haven't joined our university, do it now, guys. I'm telling you, if you're wanting to change your life, get in our university. We'll help you. Residualearnersuniversity.com. Well, listen, guys, God bless you. I will see y'all tomorrow. I'll be back then, Lord willing, and we will jump on it again. Guys, I believe in you. You got greatness in you. If you don't have any belief in yourself, take some of mine, because you can do anything you set your mind to. Talk to you guys in the morning. You guys over here on YouTube, I'm excited y'all are with us. I want you to understand that we're going to get the YouTube side going. We've only been doing it about 3 or 4 weeks, and it certainly hadn't come up. We got about 10,000 people on the TikTok side and just a few on the YouTube side, but we're going to get it rocking too. But anyway, you guys, if I can help you, let me know. And if you haven't joined our university, it really is the real deal, guys. Go check it out, residualearnersuniversity.com, and see what you think. I tell you, it'll help you be a success. Well, all right, guys, God bless you. We will talk to you guys soon, and we'll be back in the morning. Goodbye.